Let's see. We have session 137. As the Grey Wanderers seek a new home for their allies and their people. They've been a little sidetracked exploring a dangerous Mind Flayer temple and several other locations that seem to be connected to these Mind Flayers. We have Eldwin as out tonight again. Looks like Anvir, who is not here, would be the scribe, and we have Robert as the previous scribe. Robert, would you like to give us a recap of the events of last time?
Sure thing.
Excellent.
Last time, the group decided to explore the rest of the fortress, where they came across a set of traps that the group disables and pulled the blades off, believing them to be worth something. Coming to a prayer area of the dragon god Tiamat, there's gemstones on the altar. Unable to control his excitement, Robert goes forth and grabs a topaz off the altar, setting off a fiery explosion, leaving him severely wounded, and the group worry for other traps. Looting everything of value in the Tiamat Shrine, the group explores the last realm known to them, which is a shrine to Bahamut. The group finds a magic mirror in the Bahamut Shrine that once a day shows them information on something/someone the user thinks about. Eldwin, going through a previously acquired book from the Alhun, finds out that a creature that the Illith had experimented on and trapped behind a collapsed wall, no longer wanting to deal with it. Anvir uses a spell scroll of Mislead, scout the area where the creature is, finding nothing but a giant pile of bones and 3 chests. With a mix of curiosity of what's in the chest and desire to end a potential threat, the group decides to rest for the night.
Alright.
And dig through the collapsed area in the morning.
Heading back through the portal into the temple where were you done? Was that it?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, you head back in, finding that Dosha had killed the Gith who was transforming. Or at least that's what Dosha told you. You have no reason to not believe him. So that's kind of where we left off. I think we actually rolled for the rest. I was also redoing the resource stuff a bit. You should now see resources in the game resources tab, not necessarily within your what's it called? Oh, I still have to move some stuff. That's right. Not necessarily within the party tab. There's it's kind of back in its old place because I feel like it was kind of a pain the way I switched to doing it, so I changed it back. Right. The only thing that's still there at this point are your alt characters, or your alt sheets, which I'll probably end up just getting rid of. I do have the ability to add the new sheets to the game if any of you want to play around with them. You don't have to lose your old sheets. So like you can just use the new sheets and see how well they work. But yeah, just let me know if you're interested in that. I was hoping Anvir would be here by now, so let me just give him...
He says he's having keyboard issues.
Ah. Alright.
I put in chat that he's scribe just so that we wouldn't forget.
Alright. Keyboard issues, eh? Interesting.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
It's troubleshooting 101. Let me see. Alright, well... guess we can start things rolling. So it is the 1st of summer at 5 p.m. You had not taken the rest, so I assume you're just gonna try to pass time, right?
Yeah, right. We're trying to take a rest. Good.
Alright.
good thought.
So just let me know if anyone is doing anything while I roll some dice.
I don't know, guys. What do you want to do with these gifts? Do you want to send them back to the astral plane? Do you want to go into the astral plane?
Well, they are soldiers. There might be something that we can get for bringing them back safely. Hello. But it feels wrong to me to do such, or for me to do such things. Being an army man myself, Leo says. I always prefer to just return soldiers unharmed if it can be done.
What does the rest of the group want to do? I think someone wanted to get into the good graces of the Gith Navy. Is that correct?
Let's ask the Gith whether or not their people would appreciate that. Perhaps they're the type of society where the fact that they've been caught would make them no longer valued by their. I don't know.
So Leo will motion over his shoulder and say, well, they're all still sleeping, but I imagine they will be awaking soon with really bad headaches.
Robert, was it you that speaks Gith?
Yes.
And what do you know of their culture?
That is a good question.
Do you have knowledge? I think Gith are knowledge arcana because they're planar creatures, but you said you had training?
No.
I think Eldwin had done a check on Gith and we knew they were pretty vicious bastards.
Yeah, I know that they're pretty, very militarized, but that's all I know.
I do not wish to endanger ourselves in order to aid these ones, but I have no specific reason to end them rather than allowing them to return home. Are they... If when they awaken they are no longer controlled by the Mind Flayers, then we could unbind them and let them find their own ways home.
Well, there's still that concern, Leo says as he lights up his pipe. What happened to their friend. He motions to the dead Mind Flayer.
To be fair, they were in much different states.
That is a good point, though. Perhaps we should monitor them and then decide. Interview them when they awaken.
And just really quick, Anvir, it was your turn to scribe. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that should be fine. So the problem was a battery issue, but the problem is the only other batteries I had were in the mouse, so now my mouse is acting shit.
Oh,
Jesus, why you get...
Yeah, that's why it's wired, yeah.
Yeah.
These were the ones that came with the computer, I just never actually bought other ones.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have 3 keyboards just in case this one breaks. They're all the exact same. Same with my mouse.
I might just buy a cheapo wired one down at the shops at some point just as a backup. But because the mouse will work for 3 seconds, cut out. I've got to wait for it to come back, then work for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I love my ergonomic keyboard. It's $20, and it'll survive a nuclear, winter. I like the stupid freaking wireless things that you turn on some Bluetooth thing and it has issues. There's a nice wire.
Mine is Bluetooth, but it has a backup cord.
Yeah.
What I might end up doing is I'll take notes on my phone or something, and I might end up just switching the batteries back to my mouse because I feel like this is going to be way more annoying.
Alright, well, if it's that big of an issue, we could try
No. I can definitely do the notes. I just won't do it on the computer like I usually do. I'll just do them on my phone.
Alright, that will work then. Okay. So back to the scene. Leo says, "There's something else I wanted to talk to you all about. I think it's time I went back to the camp and rejoined the town. I think I'd be of more use there. I think I need a break from all this." He says, "You are."
Well, I think we're all heading that way shortly. Are we not? Or do we plan to explore more of the portals?
He says, "Well, I know that you wanted to fight or explore whatever that creature was in the basement. We do still have the Skeleton Lord, but I don't know if we should open up that can of worms. And of course, we have that crazed captain. But again, it seems like it could be risky."
If we destroy the portal to that prison where that skeleton lord is, then perhaps he will be eternally stuck there? I don't know.
I don't know. But I was just saying it might be time, at least, might be time for me to move on, at least temporarily. He says, I feel like I could use a rest, and there's some things, some questions that all this has brought up that I wish to look into, and I need to be separate to do that. You all have your own things that you're doing. He says, "I hope you understand."
You do you, buddy.
He nods and says, "I appreciate that. You know, if things go well, I think sailing the stars in some kind of flying boat is kind of a cool way to spend my retirement, in case you ever go that direction again. I mean, it is a friggin' hot tub. I don't know why we'd ever get rid of something like that."
I don't know, it just depends on what the group wants to do.
Dosha says, "I would love to go into the stars. Take me with you, if Leo is
Yes.
leaving."
Oh. Will your people not miss you in Ember?
He says, "They shall, but I owe you all much, as I've said. I think my place is with the Grey Wanderers. I mean, my tribe is strong, and we have mighty warriors who can do just fine." He says,
Oh, I thought he was saying he was going to go with Leo.
"Oh,
so,
no.
So did I. So did I.
No, Dosha was saying I should. Sorry, he was saying I should go with you guys. Basically, like taking Leo's place. If Leo's
Yeah.
gonna step away.
All good.
But yes, I think I could be of great assistance to you, as I was many times in the past."
Always happy to have you around, Dosha.
I'm happy to be here.
Just don't put yourself in too much danger, eh?
He says, "I will be cautious, as always."
Well, if we must return, then let us rest. Let us see what we decide to do with these. Should gesture to the prisoners. And personally, I think I would prefer to return to the tasks of Ember, where we, ensure that they are supplied for the coming season, and perhaps follow the footsteps of our friend Calathar to aid him.
Yeah, weren't we going to check out where that collapsed area was?
If you want.
I think we were discussing doing that. I just want to confirm that, because I know that was being discussed.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things that you were talking about. You were also talking about caving in that whole area with an earthquake spell. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think that was one thing that was a possibility.
Alright, so after a couple of hours, the Gith will begin to awaken. Groggily at first, then the protest will begin. The one in charge would say, "Untie us, damn you! Do you know what kind of trouble you're in if you are found out to be holding us prisoner.
What are they
I can-
saying?
I convey that. I translate.
Yeah, they're talking Gith.
Can you let them know that they were under mind flayer control, and we just didn't want to risk it.
Like, well, good morning to you too, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
You have saved us from the mind flayers. We are appreciative. Now untie us.
I don't think
Oh.
Robert was going to tell them what I said.
Oh, dear boy. Maybe you change your attitude.
My attitude?
Because- Indeed. Okay, sorry. What did you want me to tell him, Henri?
Pretty much they were just mind controlled, and we just didn't want to risk shit.
Oh, okay. Yes. For our own safety, we just have to make sure you're still not under the illicit control.
Obviously, we are not, as we are here. And the mind flayers are nowhere around us. Now release us.
I convey this.
Also, where are
Then
we?
what
He
they
looks
would
around.
do if our roles were reversed.
True. Like, would you do the same?
He says, as inferior combatants, you would be put to the sword.
So
If you tell us that, I would say
yeah.
You
Yeah, I do. Like, oh, so since you got captured by the mind flayers in a failed assault, should we put you to the sword, or?
He says, to die in the service of the queen is what we yearn for. If you wish to execute us, it will be a good death.
Sounds to me like they wish us to execute them.
Just to clarify, do we know?
Let's drop the on-air voice. Do we know exactly how big of an arsehole Giths are?
You're
Yes,
starting
we
to
know
get an
they're-
idea of it.
Yeah, like I mean, like
Dosha
I
would
think-
say, are they mad? They are asking for execution. Strange being people.
If I remember
But-
correctly, they're also slavers. I think someone told us that at one point.
He says, I see you have killed a mind flayer, and obviously you are very skilled at fighting, as you were able to capture us. He says, but why knock us out? He says, do you wish to humiliate us further? Why not
That wasn't
just
the
put
plan.
us down?
Well, we want to get into good graces with the Gith Navy.
Give me a persuasion check. He
Let's
says,
see.
how do cave dwellers like you even know
24.
of the Gith Navy?
Oh, not all of us are cave dwellers.
He says, well, you do fight with some skill. Why do you seek the Gith Navy?
Well, I give them the rundown that the Grey Wanderers are looking for a place to call home, and that we're hoping for safe passage through the Astral Sea if it ever came to it.
I don't know if that's actually true. We're pretty chill where we are.
Yeah, we just settled our people in a new home.
We're actually just trying to establish the settlement we just settled.
Oh, well, that's what Robert thought, and that's what Robert's letting them know.
All right.
So he says, do you even have a ship that would take you across the Astral Sea? You don't strike me as the type who have powerful relics like a starship at your disposal.
have we
Well,
closed the portal? Is there still just like a giant portal behind us?
right.
I think you closed it.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nasira went to the other room and closed it.
Alright. Well, when was it? Yesterday in game? Well,
Not even
just
yesterday.
Well, it's the
earlier
same day. It's
today.
only a few hours later.
just a few hours earlier, we went through a portal and came across one of these starships.
Oh, for the starships, yeah, maybe that was yesterday.
Well, this starship, I cannot guarantee you that returning us to the Navy will benefit you. Our commander will most likely assess you and make a judgment on whether or not you should be talked to or captured, kind of depending on your actions. But I will say that if you do return us, it will at least be a sign of good faith towards our people.
Well, guys, they seem to finally tone down their attitude. Should we release them?
She
hello?
says, I
Am
don't
muted?
know if they can be trusted to be untied here. I mean, if we were on the astral plane, that's one thing, but if they get a hold of a dagger or a weapon, they could slit our throats as we sleep. These are dangerous combatants, not prisoners or slaves.
I was also wondering how long we should wait to ensure that they are not infected.
True.
That's true. I also, as much as I hate to be the one who says it, do we really want to make friends with the Gith?
As I said before, I care not. I do not wish for us to endanger ourselves for the sake of these.
I just get the feeling that, like, if we were to like, Robert, did you tell us that you were telling them about, like, potentially ferrying our entire city over there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, like, so Robert, just to establish, we do have a town that we're trying to establish. We have a plot.
Oh, I thought you said you were looking for a new home. Was I misinterpreting things?
There is potential for upgrades. I will not deny that.
To live amongst the stars, Dosha says. Before, a few days ago, I did not know such things were even possible. Now the amazing sights I've seen going through these portals, I don't think I'll ever be the same. A night
I don't know.
sky, it's magical. No ceiling. It seems like a much better way to live.
I mean, technically, we could do both things in this world. That's a conversation for later.
If we relocated the Candelians or relocated Ember to another plane, would not this Gith Navy attempt to exert control over us or others of that place?
Isn't that every government?
Flayers, yeah, but don't also, like, mind flayers come from the Astral Sea?
Robert kind of shrugs. I don't know that.
Well, Robert, no, you would know that yes, they do, and many other
They do?
dangerous things do. Yeah,
Okay.
Mind flayers are native to both the Underdark / Deep and the Astral Sea.
Oh, okay.
I think it would be bad to live in the Astral. I
Now
think the
that
danger levels
said,
would significantly increase.
That doesn't mean that the Astral Sea is completely dangerous everywhere, but there are some dangerous things that live there.
And also, did not time pass differently for us while we were there? I would wonder, whether our people might lose themselves or have other consequences or reactions to such a move.
For now, time is passing the same in every plane because I'm lazy and don't feel like converting.
Yay.
I think technically in the astral plane time does move the same. It's just it doesn't affect you until you leave or some bullshit
Yeah,
like that.
that sounds right, actually. But yeah. So yeah, for now, time is functioning the same no matter what plane you're on.
Alright, so it's up to you guys. Do you want to send them back? Do you want to execute them? Do we just want to keep them prisoner for the rest of their lives?
Oh god, those all sound so horrible to me.
Let's just chuck them through the portal and close it.
Alright, that seems
That will mean
fair.
they will potentially take the ship.
Well, is that something, Leo? Were you gonna take the ship? I guess.
He says, "Is that an option?" Hell yeah, I'll take the ship if you guys don't want it.
That because of the hot tub, you were planning to.
Well, he
I said
doesn't know
it'd
how
be
to pilot it.
Yeah, I said it'd be a nice way to retire. It was more offering my services as a crew member to Robert here.
Well, if we want to preserve our claim on that ship, I mean, then I guess we need a new plan.
Oh,
Okay,
we should.
Hold on. I gotta ask them. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
I turn back to the Gith and I see like, okay, so we crossed this portal. We came across this starship. It was owned by a pirate who attacked us. The pirate fled, leaving the starship behind. Can
Actually,
we
is the
legally
starship
claim
even
it? True. Is it even still there?
Give me a persuasion. Give me a deception, actually, because you're kind of lying about how you came across it. Well,
Hold on, I
ship-
think I have something.
Yeah.
I think I have commanding president here somewhere.
He says, you're gonna do something?
Yes. Wait, does it work for deceptions or no? Only foundation performance
persuasion,
and persuasion.
It makes sense with a name
and
like
all the other
Commanding
charismas,
Presence.
but
He says, are you sure you're being honest with me? Your voice wavered a bit there. He says, the ship is most likely either some sort of Illithid cruiser or one of ours. So in either case, it would be reclaimed by it would be claimed by the Navy.
All right, I convey that.
do any of you know how to? Do any of? I don't speak Gith, so do any of these know how to pilot? Perhaps we could utilize their skills.
Well, I don't know if they want to desert their navy.
Yeah,
Well, Robert
probably
knows how
not,
to
since we'll
pilot.
be back. Yeah. Never mind.
We will die for our navy. You want us to pilot a ship?
All right. Well, I don't know. If you guys want the ship, let's make a plan. Otherwise, let's just chuck these guys through the portal.
Might be more humane to put them down, Leo says.
Amir is abstaining from any of these
Nasira
choices, no
starts
matter
to
what.
take
He's not
her,
going to feel right.
Half of the adder off her back and starts to step towards them.
Like, I go up to Anri, put my hand on his shoulder, to let him know I didn't decide this fate for them.
Well, if we just,
Nobody's stopping me.
well, I mean,
Robert's a
Leo-
follower, he's not a
Leo's-
leader.
Leo's kind of watching her do this. So yeah, does Flick have anything to say in all this? He's been kind of quiet.
I just have a lot of
It's like, what did I
context.
get into?
Because like the only context I had for the Gith was originally we might be saving them, but then we come to camp and there's a bunch of them that are just tied up, and now we're just
Well, you
like
brought
so.
them here. So these guys were
This is before me.
captured. Yeah, these guys were captured by the group, and I think they mentioned
They
that
were
last
fighting
time.
us, but they were under the mine.
Yeah, so they
players.
captured them and brought them back here.
Honestly, we
God,
probably would have just killed them when we came across them and were under Mind Flayer control and not as felt that bad about it, but Robert wanted to save them and now we're having a very moral dilemma.
Robert seems to have changed his mind on that.
I'm like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
only
like
wanted
Roberts.
to because I thought you guys wanted to do stuff on the astral plane.
That place is scary as shit. Hell no. Onvir wants to go there so bad, but hell no.
Leo says, "Well, I mean, they could be useful as something to trade to the Navy if we want to get on their good side. Otherwise, they would just. It seems like it would be cruel
Seems
to
even
just
that
throw them
idea.
into a place with no resources, just to starve to death as they wander.
Their place, is it not? It's their place, is it not?
Well, yeah, but I mean, the caves are our place, and one can still get lost in them and starve to death. The astral plane
Do they
doesn't.
have a...
Or go ahead.
Sorry, you say your thing.
The astral plane doesn't just give them food and water. I assume it's like any other place. You need to have society to help sustain you if you don't know how to fend for yourselves. He says, and some soldiers do, but not all. These seem like sailors, not those who'd survive in the wilds.
So just for context sake, you encountered them while they were under Mind Flayer control, defeated them, and then imprisoned them. And when they were defeated, they they didn't just come to and realize they were under control and like, oh, thank you for saving us. They're just like, oh, you bastards have been keeping us prisoner.
Yeah, they're assholes.
They've only just now woken up.
Well,
Yeah, they don't
from-
seem very thankful for you guys,
Not at all.
saving them from
From-
the mind flayers.
The best way that I can equate it to something that I don't think, are you familiar with Dark Elf Society at all?
Probably not.
How about mind flayers? Do you know how they treat other races, and they just are like, yeah, we're better than everybody.
That's what I've kind of gathered by like seeing the experimentation happen. I don't have any first-hand knowledge, just coming from a very secluded coven, essentially, of cat people. So but yeah. So I'm piecing it together.
From what from what I think Eldwin told us before, effectively their whole life motto is, "Oh, you can't beat us, well, prepare to be slaves."
So I guess my question for you guys is, if they had encountered us as slaves to the mind flayers, would they have spared us? And if the
They said they wouldn't have. They said they would have.
0%.
Okay.
0%.
And we're afraid to throw them through the portal because we have a ship. I still haven't seen the ship or know the context of it, but we have.
Found a ship that seemed abandoned, but then there was like its former crew was undead on it and kind of fought us, and they might
And
still
Robert.
be there. Some of them, yeah.
So if you speak to your dagger, Nasira, she would say mind flayers, or not mind flayers, Gith are a bit yucky. I'm not enthused about taking their essence, but I will if you wish me to.
All right, then I just cross my arms and tap my foot, and I've got the dagger in my hand, and I'm looking to the group, like I'm like over closer to the prisoners, kind of like poised to like, come on, make up your mind.
So the one in command kind of kneels up straight and says, "I am ready. Do what you will."
Are they all awake, or just the
Yeah,
one?
they're all awake by now. The others, the soldiers seem a little bit more hesitant, but the captain is definitely like ready to go.
Is that this one? The one that
Yeah,
looks different?
that's the guy in front.
Onmir walks away a bit. He's like, I am not part of this.
The,
I mean, you're the moral compass. What do you
Nasira
want?
raises her eyebrow towards the group, like, are we done discussing?
Arba kind of shrugs, like, I'm just a follower. I'm no leader.
Onmir is abstaining from any choice, for any choice he makes will make him feel
I'm
bad.
not going to move super fast, so anyone who actually feels like stopping me could probably yell stop, but I'm going to start slitting throats.
I'll walk up to
Actually,
you.
you know what? I'm going to use the Dagger of Blind Sight, since the other dagger told me she doesn't really want to touch them.
I'll walk up to you with the and I'll pull out the dragon tooth dagger and put my hand on your shoulder, and I'll say, I'll start from the left and meet you in the middle.
She nods.
I
and
really
gets
wish
to
I
work.
had Deafen right now.
She nods and gets to work.
Before she does that, I'm going to be like, well, Captain, if it's death you want, death is what you'll receive.
He says, "I am coming to your side, my queen." All right, so you're gonna execute him.
Yeah.
All right. So the captain, you take him out. He falls over dead. The one behind him just kind of steels himself and nods, though you can see him shaking a bit. The other two are like, wait. I mean, can't you just let us leave? I mean, we don't necessarily want to just be killed here in this strange place.
See, the problem is...
Yeah,
if
I
you-
translate back and forth. Yeah.
Oh, those are the two that I probably started with, if she started with the captain, so... Unless I can understand them, I would be doing the deed.
All right. Well, you were translated to by Robert. He said what the guy said, so you would know what he said. So are you gonna do it anyway?
So two two are down and two are asking.
No,
us to
one is
trigger
one
them?
is down.
Because I thought we.
Well, I mean, unless you both stabbed at the same time.
Yeah, like we said, we went to two ends and went and did it together. So I think
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
All right, so then
I guess
the
if one
guy,
started talking, I would have stopped and hesitated, and then Robert translate, and I would look at, I would look towards Nazira.
I wish Eldwin was here. I am actually curious what he would say.
Same.
Although he agreed with me when Nasira didn't want to endanger the group to save the gift before. So, yeah, Nasira.
Yeah. What I
Unless-
understand of
unless
Eldwin's
one of the
character, he
party
was very
members
us
says
focused.
stop. Nasira continues.
all right. So the second guy also goes down. The last two are the ones who were like pleading, but you're gonna put them down anyway.
Unless someone from the group tells me to stop after Robert
Oh.
does that translation.
If no one said anything, you can assume they didn't.
Right.
All right, so you would execute the four of them. Their bodies now laying on the cold stone floor. I wish this sort of thing was not necessary, Leo says. You never get used to it. But it would be better than just releasing them without resources into the wild. He just continues to puff on his pipe.
It also ensures that their knowledge of us and our plane of existence and some of our goals and aims will not be taken back or used in any way against us.
Yeah, strategically it was the right call. It's just unsettling sometimes. Eldwin says, I think we did what we had to. Alright, and also, does anyone want to play Eldwin, since he's not here?
Got it.
I think last time it was Nasira. I have her as controlling him. Do you want to just continue?
I can, but if someone else spoke up, then you can certainly give it to them.
No, I said not it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Well, I don't really know wizards very well, but yeah, I'll do basic stuff that we know he always does.
Alright. And
Just quick
Wingardium
over.
Leviosa.
Alright,
So just quick over. Just quickly, was that pretty much you saying Leo will be leaving the group now, so I won't be controlling him anymore?
yes, although Dosha will be coming in if you want to control him instead.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to do that.
He's easier to control anyway.
He definitely is.
They're actually pretty similar, except
Yeah.
like Dosha just doesn't have like the superior, like the resources to like
Yeah.
really keep track of, except for his arrows.
Yeah, Dosha's pretty straightforward. He's more like a rogue.
All right. Are
Alright.
we going back to explore this basement, or are we done with that?
I think we're
First
going to
place.
pass time to try to rest, because this was that evening.
Right,
we
right.
woke
She,
up.
she was just discussing what we're gonna do after the rest.
Anvir is off by himself, just saying a prayer to his god. I don't know. I have like moved my token down the hallway a little bit. I don't know if anyone noticed.
I'm
I
gonna
did.
collect essence from the gift.
Well,
I'm gonna go through their pockets.
Being humanoids, that would be collecting blood essence.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go through their pockets.
So they didn't really have anything besides their armaments, which I think I don't know if you took them, but if you didn't
They're probably
take them and
piled
you
up
left
somewhere.
them, yeah, if you left them on them, the one captain does have a set of plate mail. The others just kind of have, I think, chain armor and just standard swords. Or
does it
And
look like
Eldwin,
normal plate mail or anything special?
Yeah.
It's gift plate, but I mean, it's still plate armor.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would be like mithril or anything fancy shit.
No, it just looks like steel.
Yeah,
So-
can't fault a guy for asking.
All right. I. Where do we want to rest?
I will.
Back to the library again.
I was going to say either the library where we found the seal god, or the Eldritch Horror Roof.
I'd
And I
back-
say that out loud too, so Flick hears.
Was it down here, or no? It was further over.
Yeah, it's right there. So you go into the library. An attempt to pass some time to rest.
I'll set up the hut. Can we also use Eldwin to identify some shit that we had found throughout the day?
Sure. sure, as long as he has the pearl, which I
Well,
think he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are we identifying?
That is a magnificent question. I know there's at least a couple things.
We have recipes, books, dragon eggs. I don't really see any, at least not from last session, because last session I was recording stuff in the inventory, and none of that stuff I think needs identified.
I think that might have been something that was added directly to Eldwood's sheet that he wanted to identify.
Oh, okay, let me look.
Oh, good lord. I have not looked at this sheet for a bit.
He has an unidentified scroll from session 139.
Okay. Let's see.
Which I guess he can just read, right? Or maybe this was like a cursed scroll or something. Like like maybe when he had his magic eyes up, I don't know why he would have an unidentified scroll, because normally we just open them and read
What
them.
session?
You know? It just says unidentified scroll 139. So I was assuming that was a session number. That's the only thing I see in his character sheet.
Well, we're on session 138, so unless he finds it next week, that's a very odd.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah,
it was meant to be 29.
maybe. Could it have been 129?
Yeah, let me go back to 129.
Or
I'm guessing it was
130.
either.
I guess 138
30.
just today, so it can't be that. So I don't know.
I'm guessing either 29 or 30. I feel like there was other stuff that we had to identify.
He's got
Don't
He's
see.
got that
Yeah.
Illithid Lich spell book, which I don't think he's had a chance to go through.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you want him to identify though, like with the spell? Because we don't have to go through the Lich spell book right now.
I don't see anything in his inventory, and none of the stuff I recorded from last session needs identified.
All right.
I'm
so-
not sure.
Was it the dagger we gave to Flick?
He identified that.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of that, and then we already identified it.
Let's, there are 3 unknown items in the bag of
Oh, maybe it was those?
there's a weirdly curved dagger from session 104, so that's not recent at all. And then there's a 50 feet of rope with a magical aura from session 133.
Okay, so maybe those were the things.
So that's several sessions ago, but not too old.
You said 104?
Weirdly curved dagger, 104.
I think we found that here, or like outside of here.
Possibly. It says it's in the bag of holding, and the item category is unknown, which is normally what I use for stuff that we, have to investigate more,
I don't. I mean, 104 was back in the days when you were in the city.
Okay.
I don't see any notes on a dagger from that session.
All right, and
I
then
don't
session 133, there's a rope with a magical aura. So that one's a little more recent. A lot more recent. 29 weeks more recent.
Yes. All right. So that I do know what that is. So if you identify that, it is a rope of fire immunity.
Okay.
Intriguing.
Yes, it can not be burned, basically.
So it doesn't give it to you, it has it.
Yeah, it can't be burned.
That's interesting.
Okay, I'll just leave that in the bag, but I'll mark it as a wondrous item and put the stuff in the description.
The rope every supervillain needs.
Alright, so I'm going to pass time now. Again, let me know if you need
Would that
to do
be
anything.
like considered a common magic item then, probably?
That would probably be rare.
Rare, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to find things that are fire immune.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, so the evening would pass. You can go ahead and long rest as we get into the 2nd of summer, 8 a.m.
So while we're resting, let's discuss who thinks we should return and explore that basement, who thinks we should go to the astral plane, who thinks we should go to Bone Lord, who thinks we should return to Ember and find food for them, which may mean a trip to Revan's Pass.
Well, I was prepare. Well, I am. I'm just in the middle of because my keyboard's being a bastard, so I have to be finicky. So it's taken me a second to change my spells, but I'm taking Stone Shape so we can potentially get through that path.
Okay. Let's see what Eldon's got. See if we want to change anything else.
Get off.
Well, if you all want anything taken to the camp, I figure I could carry it on my way.
Do we want to empty the bag out and give some shit to it?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming, Leah.
Alright.
Yeah, we can go through what's in the bag of holding and then just put it at the ship if we don't want to carry it anymore.
Yeah, just if you want, just move it into the camp tab.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that in the bag it says that there's a quiver of unbreakable arrows. Do we want to give those to Dosha? Because I don't think anyone else uses arrows, because I think Robert uses bolts, right? Yeah. So if we give those to Dosha, then I have to worry less about his ammo as well.
Yeah. Can you make sure they get on his sheet, or Lou, can you?
Whose sheet?
Dosha gets
sure.
unbreakable magic arrows.
Yeah.
You will
How many did it?
happily
Yeah.
take that. So you said quiver of unbreakable arrows?
Mm-hmm. They've been in the inventory for a long time.
Alright, I've added those to Dosha's items. Alright, well, what do you want to do? It's a new day.
Sorry, I'm just trying to sort the spells out. Need to buy new batteries, goddamn.
I vote for returning to Ember, but I'm fine with returning to that basement if the others. But I think everyone should say what you prefer. Like, write it in chat or say aloud what you would like to do, and then we can just go with what the most of us want to do. Because I think all of us are willing to do any of the things. But if you have, what would you do if you were making the decision? Let's see,
So I'm just curious, would you guys prefer we kept things more in character, or are you fine just metaing? Because I know, like, this group does do a lot of, like, meta speak.
Well,
I think
honestly,
it became-
if I said this in Nasira's voice, it would be the same conversation. We listed out the things that we could do, and I'm asking everyone to say which they prefer to do next.
Okay. I mean, so you guys are fine just, like, kind of being more meta and just saying
I'll say it in.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually thinking of
Okay.
it as out of character. I was thinking of it as in character. It's just I feel like I take forever when I use her voice.
Sometimes I think it helps sometimes to get to the point a little quicker if we're a little bit more meta about our decision making.
I actually feel like the opposite. I feel like when you talk
Maybe.
out of character, like, you end up talking a lot more, in general. But it's not like a criticism of, like, how you should be. I'm just making
Yeah.
sure everyone's on the same page.
I was
Like, how you prefer to
thinking
do
that
it.
Nasira was basically posing this question in character. I just was doing it. I was summarizing it,
All right.
in third person instead of in first person.
So Dosha would say, well, I would prefer anything that would bring us back to that land of the stars. But I, of course, will defer to the group's wisdom, as usual.
He's enamored of the stars. He's going to be a disciple of Onvir's people here soon.
Since I may,
I was about to.
if now that I've seen, I might.
if you're very devout and lucky, maybe one day you'll be graced with a vision of his lord in his realm. They say it's very similar to the sight we saw in the Astral Sea.
Can only hope to be so lucky.
I
Flick.
could have swore
Robert.
last week when we were talking in front of the blockage that we had a consensus that we did want to deal with the monster since it seemed to be the last imminent threat.
We wanted to at least go through, open those chests and see if the monster would show the hell up, because when I was in there was a lot of waterways he potentially was swimming through, and I don't know if we want to go searching through entire river-like equivalents.
Robert
that-
said
Yeah.
that if the Mind players didn't want to deal with it, I don't want to deal with it.
Yes.
Flick, what are your thoughts?
I guess. I don't have the same sense of urgency for doing the other things just because there's no context for me onto, like, for me, one place is as good as another. This just happened where we'd be to meet, and I'm definitely always curious to see, like, what's in the basement that even the Mind players are like, we'll just leave that alone. That's like a very morbid curiosity of like, ooh, like,
To
that
be
could
clear,
fun.
it wasn't even so much, I think it was, we leave it alone. It's, oh, I've made this monster, I need to make sure it doesn't kill everything else in the building.
Well, what brought you here in the first place, Flick? Dosha would ask curiously.
That's a good question. We never really got to ask about why you were there.
Oh, it's actually pretty silly, but essentially I was given a map that led me to the area saying that there could have been some valuables that would have been nice to procure for me and my clan, and it turns out that either through a mistake of the person who sold it to me or willingly, or intentionally, it happened to be full of Mind players. And yeah, I still don't know. That's a question I'm gonna have once I get back to see if maybe I've been taken a fool of. But yeah. And then while in the area, you happen to be here, and I happen to hear about you, and so it just happened to be a lot of happy coincidences, stemming from a really bad one.
What?
If I'm
Or go ahead.
So if I'm hearing correctly, there are two of us that wish to at least return for another look at that cellar basement area. Is that correct? If
I
so,
think so.
yeah. If so, then let us make haste. Not undue haste. Let us be safe, but let us proceed.
Just for full transparency, so everyone knows, if I go for a bit slow for a bit, I am down to exactly have a mouse or have a keyboard. so I'm literally hot switching the batteries between them to do things.
Oh my word!
Lol.
Like to add stone
You
shape.
don't have another keyboard or mouse in the house.
I don't have a
Just
wired
more
one. No,
batteries.
Okay.
yeah. I need to buy a bigger pack of batteries. The last two, we just used the last two, and I forgot to replace them.
Let's steal some from some remotes or something.
Hey,
I don't really have any
smoke
remote.
detectors.
Ours is wired into the house.
Oh, okay. All right, so you are traveling back through the portal, right?
Yes.
All right, so you go and place the rings, making it a two-way portal, so you can get back. And once again,
I light up the lantern of revealing, so we don't step on any traps. Also, reading meld to stone, I don't actually know if it would stone shape. I don't think it would actually help us. What's the spell I'm thinking of that just can get rid of a patch of stone?
stone shape.
It is no, because it says it can only, like, it says as long as it's no longer than 5, then you can then make a passage.
Yeah, with each casting, you can
5 foot section, yeah.
use, or you can deal with a 5-foot section. All right, so you would
Yeah,
come back.
Are you sure?
in.
Because the exact wording is as long as the wall is no less than 5 feet thick.
Yeah, so you can deal with a 5-foot section.
Okay, I wasn't sure. The wording made me believe it's like it's either 5 and under or nothing.
Oh man.
All right, so are we going through here?
All the captives are back for some reason.
Well, I just crashed, so you'll have to give me a moment.
Yeah, your microphone's going a bit.
Are you all on the map? Because I see Flick and I over here near the collapsed wall, but I guess maybe the others.
I think
I
he
can't
pulled the
see
tardy
anything.
token into the teleport room. But I think those are old tokens that never got deleted that you're seeing through.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone should have deleted their tokens. when
that's
they
what I
went back
figured, but I
through.
didn't know if you'd drawn out. Well, if the map got changed before I deleted it, that probably is why. But I didn't know if you had drawn out the party token or not.
I was trying to, but then I crashed. Trying to get back in now.
Where's the portal room? Is it the one over here on the east? Oh yeah, there it is.
I was gonna say, I was about to ping it. I don't know if you were gonna see it or not.
Where is the party token?
I don't think the party token's out yet.
Oh, I see
know.
it.
I was trying to find it to draw it out. Oh, you see it? There, now I see.
Now I see 2.
I see 2, but I did not see anything until just now.
Oh, and now I think mine just crashed.
Well, maybe I'm next, because right now things are acting weird.
Alright, so yeah,
Just
you
gonna refresh.
re-enter the area coming through the portal, and you're gonna head down to where the basement is.
Yeah.
Duh.
The collapsed wall, I think.
Okay. So you.
Well, now I see 3.
I'm down to 1 again. I just refreshed the page and it made it better.
Alright, so you walk down the hallway, returning to the site of the cave-in.
Do I remember how thick it was?
So it is about, let's see, probably about 10 feet of rocks to go through.
Okay, so I'd need to cast it twice.
Yeah, you can make like an arch shape through the 5 feet of stone.
Yeah, sure. They're only 4th levels. I'll do 2 castings.
Alright, so using your magical energies, you part the rock twice, revealing a passage through. And I assume you kind of crawl through that area.
Yeah.
Alright.
It would be yeah, I imagine we can. It would be like a slight hunch.
So at this point, go ahead and drag your tokens out into this hallway here. Make sure you don't drag them onto the through the wall, just on the actual area.
And actually, while we're here, in
Oh, there's 2 of me now.
Where's the other one?
Oh no. Hold on.
and
I'm refreshing.
Yeah,
now that
it's
we're
a little
here,
buggy.
just in case, I'd give the dark vision out, and I'd give that Delwood and Dosha as well, even though they're kind of like in the background.
Okay.
Since it's a new day, I can give that out for free once.
Alright, so you give dark vision to your allies. So things are quiet. It's a kind of wet, muddy floor down here. It squishes as you walk. I'll say now that you're down here, Lick and Nasira and Anvir, there's some odd scratching on the wall in this area that you didn't notice yesterday. Does anyone have knowledge nature?
The one thing I think this group doesn't have.
Okay.
No.
So, what about survival?
Yes.
I think Dosha also has.
I do.
Thick as well. Yeah.
Okay. So, survival might tell you something here.
Oh, I actually don't have survival. Oh, I'm looking at Aldwin. No wonder. I'm like, I thought Nasira had survival. There it is. Okay.
So, yeah, it looks like maybe some kind of burrowing creature made some big slash marks on the wall here at some point
How
last
big
night.
of a creature?
That is hard to say without knowledge nature. You couldn't really tell for sure, though you would imagine it is at least a large-sized creature.
Onvir, you say these marks were not here when you glimpsed this area previously?
I mean, I have pretty good eyes, and I didn't notice them. Granted, I didn't have a light with me.
Can
I don't have a light
Eldwin,
with me now, to be fair.
Can Eldwin cast detect magic?
Alright, so he does a... Is this a 10-minute detect magic?
Yeah, he doesn't have it prepared.
Okay.
So he'll stand back here and do you guys mind? Shall we give him time? It might give us important clues.
Something might glow in the middle of all the bones that we wouldn't really notice otherwise.
Alright, so 10 minutes would pass,
Okay. Nice.
and
That works.
his eyes light up. He says, I don't see anything magic in the immediate area.
All right, well, let us proceed with some caution and perhaps attempt to be stealthy if possible, at least not make too much noise. Shall we explore to the south first?
I think the south doesn't go very far if you want to check
I
it.
just want Eldwin to take a look around.
So,
And also, I know we have the dark vision, but do we have lights out?
I would
Uh,
imagine not.
Do you want to light
we can.
something up?
Maybe the lantern of revealing?
Yeah, sure. I'll light that. I'll light up my lantern.
Okay.
We need to remember, next time we're in town, we need to remember to have a blacksmith put a hook on your shield so that you don't have to hold that.
Yeah.
Or on like the end of my staff or something.
Yeah.
So you take out the lantern and shine it around. Doesn't look like there are any markings down here.
Actually, did you want to carry it, Nasira? Because then when you just drop it, you don't need to like draw anything. You just have your spare
Oh,
hand.
yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, I can carry it.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'll give it
So-
to Nasira.
Yeah, just mark yourself as a light source.
And then I'm assuming that Eldwin and Nasira are moving together, so I don't have to control 2 tokens.
Yeah, that's fine. So Eldwin is looking around down here. He says lots of bones, but I don't see magic.
Do you,
Onvir, you feel a slight tremor as he says this.
Up beneath. Do I have time to do something quickly?
What do you want to do?
I want to use a bonus action to activate Steps of Night.
Sure.
How tall
Alright.
is this room actually? Because if the room's only like 10 feet tall, I wouldn't bother.
The cave is probably 10 to 15 feet. It's not very tall.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't bother. I'm not going anywhere with flight.
Well, there's a slight tremor for a moment, and then you don't feel anything anymore.
And these bones are a mix of creatures?
Give me a medicine check. So, yeah, it looks like there are like fish bones, gith bones, a bunch of different humanoid bones. Yeah, just a whole lot of different stuff.
Any,
Any
like,
Mind Flayer?
Yeah.
You wouldn't notice any Mind Flayer bones.
any gear or armor or packs?
No, you don't think so. Does anyone have a good passive investigation? Doesn't look like it.
Eldwin has a 20.
Alright. So yeah, Eldwin kind of kneels down and is looking around. He says, yeah, odd. I wonder if this was some kind of sacrificial area. Maybe the Mind Flayers were feeding people to them.
Some kind of oubliette?
I mean, they
They-
said they may have been experimenting with them, so maybe they wanted to keep them fed for a while.
Well, you said it started off as fish, right? So maybe it started getting hungrier as well.
Just
It is
wondering
interesting
how
that
they...
there are no mind flayer bones, though. And no
Yes.
gear. like they didn't wander in and happen upon the creature. They might have had their gear taken away before being put here.
So I don't know how they would have got the bodies down here, or the people down here,
Well, it might have been before they collapsed it.
perhaps.
Also, the well. I
yeah.
remember I found out that that waterway did connect to the well eventually.
Mm.
Yeah, though I doubt anyone thrown into the well would necessarily make their way here. Unless
Well,
something,
Unless it was dragged back.
Here,
yeah, should be more likely. So he kind of walks up with Nasira, cautiously looking around.
I'm
He
just moving.
says-
I'm trying to move pretty cautiously and quietly. I don't know if you want stealth checks, but I mean, we are talking, but I am trying not to be
Alright,
too heavy-footed or loud, you know?
Alright, we can assume you're trying to stealth.
Okay.
Yeah. Did we want to do stealth checks?
I'll ask for them if I need them.
Okay. You'll let us know when we need to be verified. Good to know.
Yeah. Zeldwin says, alright, why don't we climb onto the bones a bit? I can only see magic for so far.
Haha! I will not join you.
So a lot of the bones on this pile are broken. Is he...
I'd like to analyze how they were broken. Were they gnawed on? Were
Yeah,
they bludgeoned?
you would guess many of these bones were crushed, gnawed on, snapped, all sorts of different things.
I believe this is a refuse heap of someone's, dining room.
He says, hold on. I think I see something under the bones over there.
Yeah, I think I would get I'd go far enough in that we were within 30 feet of all the walls, and then cautiously.
So climbing over these bones is definitely not fun, as they are very much difficult terrain. Almost like a ball pit.
Which way do you see something?
So he is going to move over to here. And kind of start digging a bit.
I will assist.
Also, after that first tremble, I am actively, waiting to see if I feel any.
Yeah. Give me a moment.
I'm having conversations in my head with the dagger about pondering what kind of creature this could be that feeds like this and that made those marks on the wall, and just waiting. I'm getting in the habit of just having an ongoing running dialogue in my head, just hoping the dagger will talk to me more.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not going insane. You're going insane.
So, let's see. He will kind of pull some stuff aside, and you would see an old shield under some of the bones, which is in fairly good condition. He said,
And
"This
you
is
say-
it. This has a magical aura."
All right, let's take it. I'll help him move the bones off of it so we can pick it up.
All right. So it seems to be stuck to someone's arm. As you are pulling it, give me
Of
strength checks.
Oh, strength checks. Okay.
Oh, yay!
Oh,
Stuck
this
to
is
a
gonna
bunch
be
of
interesting.
bones.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss you out, LJ. I think Dosha's officially the strongest member of the group.
All right.
Well,
So-
Nasira's not weak. She's just. I mean,
He has
she's not
plus
super
2
strong.
and a proficiency in
Oh,
athletics.
Eldwin's got a negative. I forgot.
All right. So you are pulling on this thing. A bunch of bones are moving around, and Anvir would now kind of notice that it's more than just the bones you're pulling on that are shaking. A bunch of the bones around you are shaking. Give me initiative rolls.
I was considering having Eldwin cast fly. He does have it prepared, but Like, once we discovered the ceiling is so... Like, we could have been quieter with it, even though we wouldn't be able to go very high, I guess. I don't know. Let's see.
Did you want me to pull Dosha and help?
Yes, pull out the people you're playing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We both ready.
Alright, so... you are...
Question is, how big is its mouth? And can it take all three of us in one fell gulp when it comes up?
You think you guys are ready? Dosha's ready. Why? Oh, hello. Hold on,
Oh.
Dosha's wounded.
Flick just got eaten or something. He was there and now he's gone.
Yeah, on my screen there was 2 tokens. Now there's 2 more
Refresh.
tokens.
Because that was
Okay.
happening to me in Onver as well with the party token.
Yeah, I tried to delete the extra, but I guess that was just me that I deleted. So
Yeah, that happened to me too.
So, Lou, just with my keyboard being okay, I might need you to actually like damage me and stuff.
I'll see what I can do.
Sorry. Like, I'll try and do it if I can. It's just like it'll be.
Well,
I'll have to swap the batteries around.
if you want to give others access to him and Dosha, then we might be able to help as well, just so that it's not all on you, Lou.
Because like at the moment, like Dosha's for some reason at like nearly half health, and I can't. I need to like swap.
So yeah, since we just long rested, you probably want to do a rest.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see how dodgily I can put the keyboard together. Do I have to like fully screw it in, or if I just do this dodgy of an ass
Well,
job?
I mean, all you really have to
There
do
we go.
is adjust his HP, because all the other stuff is short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we can ping everyone now. I know Luke has always been able to do that, but I just found the setting and had never noticed it before. Oh, there's
Oh no, it's
Boulets.
Balloons.
So,
It's Boulets.
What the heck are these things?
a very large shark-like creature comes smashing through the ground, kind of startling everyone. And there are several of them. But the first to go is going to be Nasira.
I don't think this is the pet.
This might
Yeah,
be
I think
some
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna-
melee lair.
Oh gosh, I don't know how effective my fists are going to be against Boulay. Aren't they like really hard carapaces? Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just hop on the first one. Like, I'm gonna try and parkour right up on his head. Can I do that?
Yeah. So if you want to jump on top of him, you kind of have to do, say, like a grab or grapple to kind of keep yourself. from
I don't want to
flying
use my
off.
action, so I'll just run right up to him and start punching right as it kind of pops up in front of Eldwin, and I try and like give it, I don't know, try and get the first round in on it or something, startle it something. Oh, greater Boulay, he big. Okay. Whew, all right, let's hope that I'm effective here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do that.
Alright, so you come in with a smacking hit for 21 versus 18 strike.
Dosha should have been first. Dosha got 23.2.
He can go next.
Oh, good.
So you strike for 14 points, getting
I will
the
try to poison it.
creature's attention. Another 6, which, okay, so is that a con save?
No, there's no save. It's just he's poisoned until the end of to the end of my next turn, unless he has resistance or immunity.
Okay.
But I can only do that once per turn.
So he is poisoned at the moment.
Okay. And then let's come round with. Oh wait, I'm holding the lantern, so I might have sheathed the dagger. Actually, I don't think I would have. I might be holding the dagger and the lantern. Okay, let's say I kicked him, and then I'm gonna use the dagger as my other attack.
Okay, yeah, 21 will stab as you quickly draw it slashing.
Because I don't think she'd be
for
willing to put
6
the dagger
piercing.
away. All right.
Further getting
And
the
then I
creature's
will-
attention.
Go ahead and do a flurry just to see if we can get a nice little head start on these guys. Probably missed on that one, right?
Yeah, 14 would bounce off of its armor.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give him another kick.
Yeah, 28 would connect, doing a little crack. His carapace breaks slightly, slightly wounded, and another 9 points of damage.
That's all I got.
All
I'm
right,
gonna drop the lantern. I think I'm gonna drop the lantern.
so go ahead and put a lantern down on the ground. Dosha.
Just quickly, I love the guy like literally flying out of the border. The guy's flying out of the border around
Right.
the village.
Yeah. I had to zoom in when he first brought them out. I was like zooming in because I wanted to see that.
Well, Dosha ain't about to die, so he'll use his bonus action for his quick disengage.
Okay.
And then he'll do 2 shots with his short bow against this way.
Alright, so he fires over Robert's back. This is Robert, duck. 18 will strike, sticking him with the first arrow for 11.
And he has an adjacent ally, so he also does his sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Another 14. Okay.
And does he sneak attack every attack?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. The wording, because the wording just says when it hits with an attack.
No, it's just once per turn. Normal sneak attack.
that makes sense. It's just I wanted to make sure.
Alright, so second attack will shoot him for another 10. Make him upset at Dosha. Dosha needs a color. Let me give him blue. Alright, anything
And,
else for Dosha?
He'll let's see. So he spent 10 feet going there, so he'll move a little bit further this way. Not that actually, no. He'll stay near the group now that I think about it. He just saw these things tunnel out of the ground. What's a wall gonna do?
Alright, Eldor.
I think he usually will activate his blade song, right?
Alright, so he starts blade singing.
Do you know if that's an action or a bonus action?
I believe it's a bonus action. I mean, yeah.
Bonus action.
As a
okay.
bonus action,
And then, and that's little music.
he has a special marker for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then, how does he do the cloak thing?
That's just always active. You can just put,
Okay.
yeah, the blur effect on him.
All right. And then I guess I'll have him move round. And this is probably difficult terrain, right?
Yeah, the bones are all difficult terrain.
All right. So, and then he uses, is it booming blade? What is it he usually attacks with?
Booming blade, and normal rapier.
Okay. So, okay, he's got token actions. So I'm gonna click booming blade. Let's see if this is an attack. Oh, it doesn't work. Nothing happened. Okay.
I think it's a little macro he switches on and off. So when you now attack with your rapier, because it does normal rapier damage as well.
All right, yeah, you're right. I see. It's a global damage modifier. So I'm gonna click that on, and then I'm gonna go find his rapier.
So you could try the token actions again. They may have been old. I think I just reset them.
Oh my. Okay.
The A booming blade.
So do I use rapier or I use the booming blade?
Yeah, try the booming blade button.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, 25 will strike.
Why is it
Doing-
got?
Well, it doesn't do the
Mhm.
thunder. It does the 17, I believe.
What?
And it would do a D.
They both say thunder.
Well,
So-
the 13 is... Oh, wait, no. So it does the 13. The 17 is if he
It's
moves.
2d8 and then it says 3d8.
And then you would also do your D8 plus your dexterity because it does the weapon damage as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
why
would do an.
does Macro
So
have
you've got a. So what you normally would do is a normal rapier attack.
I understand. He doesn't seem to have that in his macro, so I was just wondering. So
Yeah,
here's
it's
his
rapier
rapier
plus 2.
attack.
Yeah.
So then, see, it says thunder and pierce. Okay, all right. So I should have used the rapier. All right, instead of the booming blade. Oh, I know that now. Okay.
All right.
And it looks like we need to turn off the global modifier because I think that's why it's adding.
the 10 thunder. All right. So you would
Yeah.
strike doing 22, 10 thunder, and 12 piercing. All right.
And he has how many attacks?
So now he does a normal, just rapier attack. One.
Another
Yeah,
rapier attack.
Just another
So
rapier
this
stab.
one- And this one, I should have.
That
Yeah,
is
so-
going to miss.
Okay.
think.
Even with flank.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And I think that's all he can do because he used his bonus action and movement. So.
So Robert.
So it looks like 18's what to beat because that's what Dosha hit with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their AC is 18.
Let's see here. I'm gonna shoot at this guy right here.
All right, with disadvantage.
Why am I
Crossbow
disadvantaged?
expert.
Yeah, crossbow expert.
Oh, crossbow expert. All right. So you fire towards that guy. Do you ignore cover? Do you have a
I do.
sniper as well? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Alright, a 10 crossbow.
Dink. No, that will bounce off with a 15.
I will use my precision.
All right, precision shot. So you need a 3 to hit. It's D8,
D10 at this level.
D10. All right, so
Yeah,
yeah,
four.
that will strike. Doing 22.
Attack number 2.
Alright, yeah,
20.
that is going to strike as well. For another 22, which will wound it. And it is now focused on you.
Use a third attack.
Yeah, 19 will strike.
Another 22.
Another
Wow, look
22.
at all these 6s. And a bonus action, thanks to crossbow expert, I can make an attack with my hand crossbow.
Mhm.
The amount of times you will roll the same round of attacks
Alright.
is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, we're going to be switching over to the other thing. Like, because, yeah,
Yeah.
like the feat is, like, ridiculous. But yeah, go ahead. So you're going to precision that, or is that going to miss?
Yeah, I'm going to precision.
Alright.
Oh, I don't even mean that. I just mean I find it in a round of attacks he will like do consistently the same roll.
Okay, so yeah, that will strike. The attack number isn't too bad. It's like the plus 10 damage is just silly.
Oh yeah, I 100% that got nerfed for justifiable reasons.
Yeah. All right. So he is badly wounded. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Flick.
So I am going to approach the one here that's been wounded.
Yeah.
If I move to here, that is, am I still within, like, is that a Oppie attack from him? I feels
No.
like he's big enough that's touching.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's there's no Oppie yet.
Be careful, they
Uh,
are flanking you.
Oh, yes. Unless that one dies. Oh.
Very
I will,
I like
I'm gonna,
your confidence.
I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark this bad boy, the one that's wounded.
Yeah.
Boom. And then I'm going to do my first attack against him with my rapier. Brat. 14 is going to miss.
Yeah. So that will bounce off his hide.
This will be my second attack as a Gloomstalker.
All right. Yeah.
Oh.
19 will strike, stabbing him.
And then all these happen.
So 18.
And then this,
Yep.
and then this will be my last attack.
Did you hunters mark him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bonus
okay.
action Hunter's Mark.
I think you said, yeah.
Oh, make sure you mark yourself as concentrating. I must have
Oh,
missed
thank
that.
you. Remind me which one is that again?
It's the guy holding his head.
That's right.
That is this one.
Thank you.
Alright, so yeah, he would take 18.
And then this is just my last attack. Boom.
Right, yeah, so that would strike for another 11, which would actually put it down.
Nice.
Oh.
And
So they're
then
tough, but not.
invincible.
Assuming that there's only these.
Yeah.
I
And I
mean,
think I'm
like,
gonna.
You can hit it for 100 points of damage in one round.
Right.
That's true.
Our initiative helped
ridiculous.
us a lot with taking one of these out before they got a turn, but they are probably going to hit hard.
Yeah,
Right.
it looks like thankfully Dex isn't their strongest point.
I expect that Wisdom and Int probably aren't either.
So is that it for you, Flick?
Yeah, I'm just gonna reposition to over here. And then that's me. Oh wait, this is all difficult terrain, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would have been 10 movement to move one square down. So 20, 30, 40. So I'll just move to right here. That's me.
Alright. Anvir.
Okay, let's see. I think I shall action guiding bolt 3rd level at the one near Flick.
Alright. So you blast him with radiant energy.
Ooh.
Alright, 26 will strike. For 23.
And
Lightning
next attack on him.
Yeah. So
And then. Yep. And then I'm going to move. Dangerously, I think I'm going to move into melee with this thing because I have a suspicion it's going to go after Dosha. And then as a bonus action, I'll just quickly. I will. You know what? Yeah, as a bonus action, I'll just get that spell slot back. Or Harness Divine Power.
So that is it for Anvir. This Boulay is dying. That's it for him. This Boulay was going to go for Dosha. I guess he still could, technically. So yeah, he's just going to move right through you two. Because he's 2 sizes larger, just kind of knocking you to the side.
Damn,
and
didn't think
we'll
about that.
Try to do a... So he rears up, bringing down a claw on Dosha. 26 will strike him. Doing 10 points of slashing with his first claw. Second claw, 22 will strike him. Doing another 11, so 21 total. And then it will do a bite attack. Which is AC 17. Alright, so yeah, 18 will strike with the bite. Doing 38 piercing.
Does he have his shield out? Because I assumed he did.
I think he does, yeah.
Oh wait, no, he's using his bow, so maybe he...
Oh yeah, no, so he wouldn't. So he is grabbed in its mouth. As he takes, what was it? 50, so 10, 11, it's 21, 38, it's 59 damage total.
He is hurting.
He is grabbed in its mouth. Alright, do I have to do that, you said? 58?
Yeah, I can try and do it. It just might be a bit...
Alright, so he is definitely wounded from that.
yeah,
the
that
other-
I can do.
The other Boulay is going to... Who heard it? Oh, that was Anvir.
It was me. It was me. I was going to stay quiet, but it was me.
Alright, so he... Yeah, he's just gonna smash right through the wall, but doing so, you would get an Oppie on him if you want, Flick, as he's
Why
about to
did someone
leave
just
your...
move Eldwin?
I don't think
Yeah, I might as well.
I didn't move Eldwin.
But we had advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Alright, so
Oh,
you
okay.
take an Oppie on him, which will strike 25.
And so this will be with sneak attack as it's his turn and he's isolated.
Because you have advantage
And he has
also.
advantage.
Yep.
So 17. Angered by this, he will turn around and roar at you and attack you instead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's rude.
So when you use your reaction, you do this one.
Thank you.
Did you forget to do sneak attack damage on your first attack? Because Eldwin was
he
within 5 feet of the target.
No, you had sneak attack on there. So
Mhm.
I just didn't see it.
23 will slash as he comes down on you with a massive claw for 9. Second claw is a 24. Will slash you as well for 13. So 22 damage total so far. And then the vicious bite. Which is actually not as high, luckily. So you avoid the snapping jaw.
Hell yeah.
So you took a total of 22, and that ends his turn. New round, Dosha. So he is grabbed in the thing's mouth, struggling.
Get him.
It looks like it is
is he
attempting to swallow him.
So is he just grappled or fully restrained?
He's restrained.
Okay. And it would be strength, athletics to get out?
Break free, it would be either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, so it's effectively a grapple with restraint.
Yes.
Okay, I just wasn't 100% sure what this breaking free would be. Let's see. I think it's within his best interest to. So what's he better at? He's actually very good at acrobatics, so he's going to try and acrobatics to get out.
Okay. Yes, he manages to slip out from the thing's teeth. So he breaks the grapple.
And then
Oh, and it looks like you have to make a con save, Flick, because you took damage while concentrating. I don't know
Oh,
if
that's
you
right,
saw
you
that
take 2 of them?
message. Yeah, it would be 2, so you made them both, okay.
okay,
Alright, so Dosha slips free as this thing is snapping violently.
I think. Let's see. What are his bonuses? Yeah, I don't think he's going to bite it as a bonus action. I think that'd be a silly thing to try and do to it. This thing.
Bite it back.
It would be funny. I'm tempted to do it. But AJ is tempted to do it, but I know Dosha doesn't want to bloody die. So he will. Damn, it's not much he can really do. You can disengage as a bonus action, but we'll catch up to him pretty damn quick. But everybody has to go around. You know what? Yeah, screw it. He's gonna try and bite it back. Is there any position he could get where he can flank with me?
Not currently, because the other two are like basically around him, but not like in a way they can attack.
Yeah, I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to. I just figured. Yeah, I could leave, but like I just don't feel like it's gonna be.
Oh, sorry, I just
worth it.
realized because this guy didn't grapple anyone, he would dig under the ground after on his turn. So he disappears
Cheeky
under
bugger.
the bones.
Terrifying.
But go ahead. So you bite him, but he would just kind of gnaw on his hard outer hide. All right, Nasira.
Oh.
So this creature is dying. One is Burrowed under the bones. The other one is snapping at Dosha,
Dosha's getting eaten.
who's also
Okay.
snapping back at him.
So, if I moved to the wall, then I could parkour and it wouldn't be difficult terrain anymore. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe you just have to end your turn on a solid space.
Yeah.
But yes,
yeah,
if you
so
moved along the wall, it would not be difficult terrain.
So I could do 10, 20, and then I could do 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Yes.
Okay. So I would land here,
All
and
right.
then I guess I will. I think I'm gonna step of the wind. Just to get over here. Like, I mean, I'd like, since the other one's gone, I guess I'll run over here and try and pummel the one that Dosha's. So we'll do a key point and then get over here. It's a little more parkouring. Can I get through here?
Yeah, you can diagonal there. That's fine.
Does this count as flanking with Dosha?
Yes, that would
Or-
be flanking.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it counts as flanking when he's being eaten. All right, so then I have
No, he's
my
not
action-
being eaten anymore. Oh yeah, I'll
Technically,
remove that
he-
grab.
Yeah, technically he broke out. He's just wounded.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right, so then yeah, we're gonna do my 2 actions as an attack, and that one did not look effective. That one looks a little more effective.
All right, so
That's
yeah,
what
the
I'm trying to
29
say.
will strike. Punch
You have
him
your,
for 11.
You have your aim strike feature.
My what?
You have your monk feature. Don't forget aim strike.
Say that. What? I don't know what you're saying.
Don't worry about it.
If you're talking about 2024 stuff, I have not upgraded her.
No, it's optional rules from Tasha's. You can spend a key point to add +2 to attack roll.
Oh, yeah, but still, I'd have to do.
1.
I'd
as
have
a
to
flank.
use 2 key points to hit.
No,
him.
you'd have to use 1 because of flank. But it doesn't
well,
matter now.
don't-
I'm slowing
we-
everything down.
Yeah,
Don't worry
let's
about it now.
not tell
Yeah.
each other how to take our turns. Let her just go. All right,
All
what
right, yeah,
else?
that's
Sorry.
fine. She used her bonus action to get up there, so
Okay,
get closer.
so you got.
Actually, she has a little bit of movement left, so I'll move here just in case anyone else is able to try and get a flank.
Okay, so you move over, getting ready to help flank. And you used your bonus action to dash, so I think you are done, right? Nasira. Alright,
Yes.
Eldwin.
Sorry, can you guys not hear me? He's gonna I had a plan and I've forgotten it.
So
I'm
let's
assuming
steal
I'll
and
move
strike,
or
maybe.
something.
Oh no, definitely
Oh,
not.
I'll throw.
There's nothing within 30 feet of him. I was just reading that and I didn't mean to click it. Anyway, I think that I'll have him move a little bit and then
Okay, so 30, 40.
that's 30, right?
Difficult.
So it would be 40
Oh,
because you
that's
double
40.
it.
Okay, all right. So then, yeah, he only makes it to here, and then yeah.
Alright.
All right, and then I feel like it's in our best interest to be grouped up right now, so and not be far away from each other, especially with all this difficult terrain. So I think.
Dash.
I think I'm gonna Misty Step.
Alright, so you chant doing a cast, poofing over that way.
Yeah, I hope. I guess it's all difficult terrain anyway, so blocking the door isn't a big deal. All right.
True.
And then for his action, I guess he's got a cantrip.
Yeah.
Firebolt.
Bonus
Probably.
action move.
Let's do a mind sliver.
Alright, so you attack the creature with mental energy. Intelligence save would fail. So, is that 2d6? Or no, 3d6.
Trying to find if he has a macro for it. Oh well, I'll just 3d6, did you say?
Yeah, it's 3d6.
Oh, we're... Yeah, okay. There we go.
Alright.
Oofed.
Oh, wow, at
So-
least we're pretty close to each other now. We're not as spread out. Oops, sorry.
Remember, he does have a minus d6 on a save if it comes up.
4.
Alright.
Just a 4 for the minus.
There's a d4.
Yeah, subtract a
okay.
d4 from the debate.
Alright, so that is it for him. Robert. So this thing is kind of knocking you aside as it ran up and bit Dosha. What are you gonna do?
Guess I'll use my movement to move here.
Okay, so that's 15 feet to get behind it.
I'm going to pull out my dagger and just slash at it 3 times.
Alright, so you do some stabbing.
I get flanked with this, yeah? With
Yes, Dosha would be distracting him.
So 1 attack.
Alright, yeah, so 31 strikes with the first dagger stab.
I guess I'll attempt a trip attack.
Okay.
I'll probably save, but at least it'll do a little more damage.
Large or smaller?
Alright, so D10. Oh yeah, it would be. So this thing's huge, so that wouldn't affect it. You could still do the extra
Oh, okay.
damage dice if you want, though.
Sure, I'll do the extra damage. I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
Gargantuan or
3 by
whatever.
3 is huge.
huge. Okay.
Gargantuan's 4x4.
Yeah, these things aren't there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
You
should
ever
have
seen something
sharpshooter.
that big?
It's
Alright.
it's 3, not 13.
So 11, stabbing it. The first dagger stab.
Attack number 2.
Alright, so 23 will strike again.
I will do a menacing strike here. Yes, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, it's when one superior die to attempt to fight on the target. I add the die
Interesting.
to the damage, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so another superiority dice and a damage roll. So
So
six.
you can make a saving
Minus a d4
throw.
on his save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the saving throw is 8 plus proficiency, right? Which is
Right.
5 plus dex. 18. Let's make it
that will
DC
wound
18
him.
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom throw save. He rolled a 20, but he gets a d4. So go ahead and roll a d4. I'll guess.
Miri, I
Eldred,
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus it from his nat 20. So he still could fail technically. 18, I think,
Oh.
would still make it, just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
Does he have a flat modifier?
Yeah, he has +0. He just rolled a nat 20.
Dang.
And
That luck.
dagger attack number 3.
Alright, 17 is gonna miss.
I won't use the superiority for that.
Alright, so you got 5
And
dice
then-
used now?
4.
4?
Yeah, 4 out of 5. Have 1 more. And bonus action crossbow expert crossbow attack. With my hand crossbow attack.
Okay.
There's sharpshooter here. If it hits.
Wait, I thought you were doing, oh, you're offhand.
Yeah.
Alright, so how much
Well,
did you do with
it-
the
it
dagger
just-
strike?
I missed with the second one.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going...
I mean the third one. Yeah.
I thought you were... Okay. So...
And
that
then
would
I
be-
missed with the crossbow, yeah.
Yeah, so that one would bounce off his armor. Anything else?
Nope.
Though you did push him to wounded, so that would get him angry at you. As he turns towards you. Flick.
So I am going to. Right now, I'm not engaged at all with this one over here. Correct? Oh no, this one's dead. Yeah,
That one's
so
dying currently.
one.
And
So-
no longer poisoned.
Actually, before I move, I think I have to do my. I'm going to use my action to double my speed, just because I'm in this rough terrain.
Okay.
Does it stop here? Like once I get, or at what point?
Well, your ally would also be difficult terrain to go through a square. But yeah, that's basically the end of it, where your ally here is, Eldwin.
So
Don't forget
basically,
about your racial trait. That's not an action.
Yeah, I don't think it's an action.
it's not action. It's I think I used the wrong word. I'm using just my feature
Okay.
to do that.
Okay.
So 10, 20, 30, right? 40, and then 45 to get up to this guy. Bonus action, I'm going to swap my hunter's mark to him because I'm
Yeah.
still concentrating on it.
It would be 50 because
then-
of the double diagonal, but yeah, you still have
Heard,
50.
okay.
So yeah, you use your bonus action to Hunter's Mark, swapping it over. As he's about to go for Robert, you come in with a rapier attack, which will strike. So 24. So that is a sneak attack.
And this will be my second attack.
24. Wait. What's the +2 for on the D8? The rapier?
That's the my fighting style, dueling.
Oh, dueling. Okay. So 24. Second attack will strike as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Doing another 15, 16. Okay. Anything else?
that's me.
Alright, Anvir.
So you were saying we can more or less move through this thing without too much difficulty, right?
He's difficult terrain. You have to move to an adjacent square. Or if you end on his square, you would be knocked prone. If you want to move through his square, you have to kind of do an overrun or a tumble if you're trying to move deeper into his squares.
Okay, so it's just if you're bigger, you don't need to do it. But if you're smaller, you don't need to do it.
Yeah, if you're two size categories larger than something, you can just move through their square. They can't stop you.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like, oh yeah, I can somehow get through.
But
I
you
just
can
wanted
move
to
through-
clarify
you
that.
can move through Robert and Nasira's squares if you did want to get to the kind of towards the back lines again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. I just wanted to clarify that because I was trying positioning as well. But I think I could move to like here, and that would be considered flanking still.
Yes, that would be flanking.
Cool. I know he doesn't have the best at wisdom saves, but I can't really do much damage with just wisdom saves. So I'm gonna try. Let's go at 3rd level. Like some on him.
Alright, 3rd level, what are you doing?
I inflict wounds.
You attempt to inflict wounds.
Oh, and I miss.
17 will just miss. This is Carapace protects him.
Sadly, I have nothing to add to that.
Okay. So the greater. That's it for you, right? Or are you gonna bonus action?
Yeah. No, I think that'll be it.
Alright, so the greater Boule is still clinging to life. This one is very upset about all the damage he took. And actually, at this point, I think is going to. I'll roll for it. Who's he gonna go for?
Gonna run away, or is it gonna eat us?
He's gonna.
I think it's gonna try and eat somebody.
Get in my belly.
I think he's gonna go for Robert, because he did a little more damage. So he goes for a claw. 24 will strike you. Doing
dang.
So. No, doesn't
Yeah.
work. Never mind. An adjacent ally. I was reading one of Dosha's things, but it's only when it's adjacent to the ally.
Oh, okay. So 7 slashing. This is claw slices you. Second claw will crit.
Jeez.
The claws I don't think are too bad, right?
No, so the second claw crits for 17. It's the bite you have to worry about. So you
Yeah,
took 17 and 7, 24. Wait, no, 21. And then the bite. Oh, 20 will hit you.
I can I know Robert isn't marked as anything, but with the damage he's taken so far, is he below
He's slightly wounded.
No.
Oh, he's just slightly wounded. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He's also a full. Don't forget, he's full levels of fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's hard.
Sorry, yeah. 'Cause Eldwin, I was kind of preparing for Eldwin to react if anyone got like hit real hard, but I think we're good. Go ahead.
Although the bite was for 36, which might
Jesus.
push him down to half.
Yeah, I think I needed to react though before you told us that, so that's fine. At least the crit wasn't on the bite.
No, definitely would have been way worse. So he grabs you in his jaw, and he does look wounded now, Robert. So that is it for him. Alright, so the other Boule.
A lantern in the initiative.
I don't know why the lantern's there. Will
Does it even
suddenly
have an initiative button?
burst forth from the ground.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I need the two of you.
Smacks his head on like rock since he came up in a wall, right?
Oh, well, he digs right through it. So I need dex saves from the two of you.
Me and Robert, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Wait, I'm in the mouth of the other guy.
Yeah.
I still need to make the deck save.
Oh, you would be restrained, so I think you auto fail. Oof.
Oh, that's pain.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
pretty sure
kinda
that's how that works.
Crushed between them a bit. DC is 17. Oh, is Nasira there too?
I'm under him.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, it's the two of you. It's not you, Anvir. You're safe where you are.
Oh, sweet. I'm good. Thank God.
Alright. So luckily you did make it, or you failed it, but you have evasion. So it would be 20 damage, or it would be 10 for Nasira because of the evasion. But unfortunately, Robert would take the full 20.
Ouch.
Because he's kind of
What's near death? A fourth?
A fourth or below, yeah. So that's it for that one. New round is going to be Dosha. It's like, careful! He will try to swallow you if he's holding you.
I'll help Robert. Take care of that one. I don't know why I just spoke like that. That was not necessary.
Yar me
Take care of
hearties!
it. I will assist Robert.
She's been hanging out with Robert too long. She's picked up the pirate thing.
Okay, I think he's gonna straight up drop his short bow for now and he'll swap spear.
Okay.
So he'll start off trying to attack this one. Just try and help
I think
Robert.
he has a magical dagger he could also use if you want more accuracy.
Yeah, it's only a +1. I was debating whether or not to use that or go for the extra damage. Maybe the accuracy would be better. You know what?
Fair.
You've
Well, I
especially
just,
with his sneak attack.
Yeah, I've just
With his
assumed
sneak
that's what
attack
he's been
especially,
using
yeah.
since you gave it to him, because it's like the party
Yeah.
gave him that as a gift.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
especially with
5%
his
accuracy.
sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he will use the dagger actually.
All right, so
Or I
he goes
guess
to
pet-
shiv the guy.
Yeah.
Eh. Oh yeah, 28 will strike. Doing a sneak and 7, so 16, which will push the creature into very wounded. Second attack, 22 strikes again for another 7. Alright, anything else? Oh, and his
Then
sneak attack damage he's level 11 now, so you might need to look up and see if that's higher. It's technically...
I will.
Oh, but wait, no, he's split. Well, we can figure out later. Anything else?
Yeah, I think he'll move.
Does still have a
What do you
bonus.
Yeah. It's true. What was his bonuses again? Just double check.
You could do the fast bite, he could do the disengage, and he can do the stealth. I think he has like
Yeah.
basically roguish action.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's trying to help things starting to get weird. He'll try and do it.
Oh yeah, 22 will strike as he bites his butt for 10.
Is it enough? Is it enough?
Kill him.
That'd
now.
be actually really funny if a null bite finished a boule.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
It
And
hurt,
then-
but it didn't finish him off. Alright, Nasira.
You'll
Oh.
move around to Nakia.
Oh,
So,
okay.
one other thing I forgot with the jump or burst forth. You failed your save, so you would be knocked prone in that space.
Isn't he grappled or something?
Who?
Well, you still
Robert.
failed.
Didn't he say? Are you talking about Robert?
Well,
'Cause he's the only
you
one
and
who's
so you would. Robert's not knocked prone, but you would be knocked prone and restrained.
Excuse me.
Underneath it, basically.
Who?
You.
But
You,
I didn't
yeah.
fail my save.
Yeah, you did. You just had
Yeah.
evasion, so you took half. But you did fail it. You rolled a 15
I
versus
also have
17.
advantage. Not.
Do you have advantage on a dex save for what?
Oh, I thought that's what evasion was. Maybe.
No, evasion is just if
No.
you fail, you take half damage, and if you make it, you take none. So, like, you
Oh,
can
okay.
dodge a fireball, basically.
I didn't
Uh,
realize it. Okay.
What you're thinking of is danger sense. That
Yeah,
one
that's-
gives you
yeah. Okay.
advantage. on
Arguably,
dex
it's
saves.
better than advantage. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I always forget that kind of stuff anyway. That's why I added them to my macro where it like lists all the stuff out above my save because otherwise I would forget everything.
So, yeah,
Um,
technically,
alright.
you are prone and
He's prone.
restrained.
Okay. So what? Remind me what restrained means.
You can't move, and you have disadvantage to attacks.
I can't move.
Why is she restrained though?
That's just
so I
part of the
I'm-
burst
I'm
forth.
pinned under him.
Okay, I just wanted
Yeah,
to
it
clarify.
just kind of knocks her down
So
under
I
him.
don't have any option to move out from under him because I'm restrained.
Unless you break the grapple with your action.
Mm.
Is there a size limit on your move thing?
Yeah, there is. My crusher.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can't-
That'd be
You
Otherwise,
can't,
funny.
it'd be
you can't
Well, that's
pinball
fine.
the
I mean,
huge
it's
creatures
just
around.
combat. Yeah.
It'd be hilarious though.
Yeah.
Although
Um,
warlocks can do that, because there's no.
Yeah, there
True.
are movement things that don't have a size limit, but with this one it does.
But you can argue magic for that.
Yeah.
All
All right.
it can't be more
So,
than one size larger than me. So
do
okay.
you want to try to
Um,
break free, or what do you want to do?
So my attacks are at disadvantage. Is my attempt to break free at disadvantage?
No, it would just be an athletics or acrobatics,
All right,
Uh,
let's try that.
and it's
I
actually a
guess
static DC of 15. It's
I
not
can't
a
exactly
contested.
help Robert if I'm like pinned under this thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh my word!
Oh. All right.
I
So
wanna
you're
reroll. I want a story point. I want a story point. Let me go- let me
story
look. I
point.
think
All
I
right.
have one from her.
story
Let me
point
look.
reroll for
Oh
the
yeah,
day.
at 9. So all right, I'm gonna use a story point and I'm gonna reroll because like that was a awful roll.
All right. So.
My
Oh.
word! Fucking fuck.
Well, it looks like it was not meant to be. All right. So you are stuck.
He's gonna cast silvery barbs. No, I'm just kidding.
Silvery barbs. You can't. I don't think 2 allies. All right.
All
Anything
right.
Yeah,
else?
sadly it calls that out.
All right, let's see. Does she have any options here? She can't flurry of blows because she didn't attack with her action. That wouldn't help.
You need
Oh.
a teleport.
Okay, technically I could do that, but there's not a lot of space here, so never mind. Yeah, honestly, I don't think any of her shit is yeah. All right, that's her turn. I guess she's stuck here. I'm sorry. Right? Maybe the others will save you.
All right. Eldwin.
All right, so he's gonna. I'm gonna let Flick finish that guy off, I think, and Eldwin I think is gonna try and. Oh gosh. Okay, so if first off, is this space squeezing?
No, I'll say that's a normal space.
And if Eldwin was in this space, can he attack this
But-
boule, or is Robert in his way?
No, he could attack the Boule, but to get there, he would have to do an overrun or tumble to get by the Boule who's blocking it.
Go through.
Can't he just move diagonally through Dosha's?
No, because this
Or I
is a
guess
solid.
that would-
Yeah, this is a solid wall, and the
Yeah.
Boule is right here.
Oh, it's this. Yeah, it's this
Yeah,
space.
looking at it, yeah.
I see. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, in that case,
But you could do a bonus action tumble or something,
Or you could just kill the shit out of this.
or you could just kill him.
yeah, but I have to like move where I can reach him, and then I wouldn't have enough movement left to do.
Well, there is a
Alright.
space square or a square open
How about
here.
this? Flick, help Robert. I guess Eldon will go up here and try and finish this guy. I don't
Alright.
know.
Well, that's the one. That is the one that got Robert.
Yeah, he's
Oh, it
holding
is?
him. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was this one.
Well,
No,
that
that's the one
one's
that's got
that
you.
one squished Robert and you, but the other one's holding Robert.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. So Eldon will try and finish this guy. All right, let's
That's
do
the
that.
one actively trying to eat him.
I was thinking that this one was holding Robert, so and was about to swallow him. Okay. All right.
My legs.
All right.
My
Booming
legs.
blade. Booming blade with rapier. Go.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm booming.
Booming blade.
Okay, that macro worked that time.
Look, the
That's good.
rapier die wasn't great, but the thunder die.
Yeah.
All right.
That was real good. All right. So is he still awake?
I always forget about those.
No, that would drop him.
All right, and I believe that Eldwin is out of movement because of the diagonals of the difficult terrain. So, he's just gonna cheer you guys on, and that's his turn.
I think he only used like 15, depending on which difficult terrain.
Right, but he was
From
he was
here.
here. Well, he was here, and that's 15 feet. But I think that going through Flick and at least the first space was difficult. So he's at like 25, and going anywhere else from here is going to be difficult terrain. He's only got 5 feet left, so he would
No,
need
he's
10
blade
now.
dancing. Remember, he's 40
Oh,
feet.
does he have
He's got 40.
Yeah, he's blade
Well,
singing.
shit! Damn it! I could have moved differently in earlier turns. All right. Well, in that case, he's got
5
10,
seconds.
20. All right, but yeah, that's all. All right, that's all.
You
You
he's
should
got.
have read your homework assignment paragraph.
Oh wait, is he close enough to attack
Yeah,
this guy?
so
then?
go ahead, take a second attack.
Okay.
Haha.
Sorry. Good. Thank
So
you.
he rushes
All right,
up,
and then this one
stabbing.
would be, but this one would not have the booming blade, even though it's
Oh,
going to come.
the
through
21 will strike,
to 15.
doing 13 piercing.
All right, that's okay. Sorry, thank you guys. I don't think he has any. I don't know what bonus action.
All right, Robert.
So good.
So you are no longer grabbed, but you are kind of squished under this thing. So you're prone and you are restrained.
I don't like this combination.
I don't like this one bit. And I think you are actually badly wounded. You're beyond, because I think you're. I think. I
That's
can't
not a
see.
quarter.
Okay, never mind. You're just very close. So what are you gonna do?
I'll bonus action second wind for a little bit of healing.
All right. So you draw on some extra stamina under you, or while you're under this thing. So D10.
10 plus, we're 13, right? Yeah. 22 healing. Nice.
All right. So you're feeling a little better anyway.
We'll try to break free of this grapple with an
Alright.
acrobatics.
So you attempt to wiggle out. DC 15. Oh yeah, you definitely break free. So you would still have to stand, but then you could move out of its square.
But I still got an Oppie on me, right?
Not unless you leave its threat range. So you could just like move to the square, one of the adjacent
Like right here?
squares. Yeah, like that would be fine.
Alright, sweet. I'll action surge.
Okay.
Did not appreciate the belly slam.
I did not appreciate the belly slam. And with my hand crossbow, I just shoot at him multiple
Alright.
times.
So you start shooting him.
Yikes. I'll use my less superior knight to precision.
All right. So you need a 6 to hit.
It's what, like a fitty fitty?
Fitty fitty.
Oh, no. So that's gonna bounce off. Ding.
Tried. Attack number 2.
Oh,
There you
that'll
go.
Shoot him up close for 22.
Oh, why did my sharpshooter not work? Plus 10. Good
Yeah.
sharpshooter.
Alright, third attack. Oh,
I think that misses, right?
Yeah, that's gonna miss. And that's it,
And
right?
then crossbow I can shoot with my hand crossbow. That's a bonus.
Second
oh
wind.
yeah,
This
second one,
is-
second one, second
Yeah,
one.
you
Yeah,
second winded. Alright,
that's my
so
turn.
Robert's turn ends. Flick.
Okay, I'm going to swing at this Boule. That's still this Boule is dead,
He's
dying
dead.
as well.
He's dying, yeah.
Dying.
The skull book
Oh.
means he's dying.
Okay, so I can. So do I treat his corpse as rough terrain to get through him?
Yeah, you'd still have to kind of climb over him.
Oh, actually,
30 feet. Yeah.
I cannot move this turn because that is the drawback of the feature when I.
No. You just can't
No.
use it again until you
Until
spend
you
a
don't
turn.
move. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could move normally. Which actually I think that is a better balance, but yeah, you technically can move.
Until you move 0 one of your turns. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just can't
take it.
recharge it until you move 0.
So
I get why they did to it, but yeah, I think I agree. It would.
Like, because you just do a full-on sprint, then you're just tired for a turn. That would make much more sense to me, but whatever, it's fine.
exactly.
So, you do
So
get
I'm just gonna move there. Bonus action, swap over my hunter's mark to this last one that's alive, and then I'm just gonna start wailing at it.
Alright, so you bonus action to...
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh,
Another
I'll
crit.
take that.
Don't forget to double your sneak attack as well.
Go to the
Yeah.
casino while you have
And
RNG
yeah,
on your
Hunter's
side.
Mark.
Yeah. Now it should do that automatically, right? If I just hit damage.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. And then the piercer just adds another dice to the total damage. It doesn't add one that gets doubled, so I'm just gonna do a roll 1d8 at the end, so another 2 at the end of all that.
So 24... 34. Alright, definitely got his attention as you mark him, or knock him down into wounded
I think it's
territory.
36.
No, it's 34.
What's the other part of Piercer?
Am I not? Oh.
It's 10
Is it-
plus 24. Yeah. Oh, wait, plus another 2 for the d8. No, you're right. It's another 2. Alright.
yeah.
Anything else?
Second attack.
Yeah, 24
sure.
strikes again. Another rapier stab for 10. Okay, anything else?
That's me.
Alright, Anvir.
I've learnt my lesson. I'm giving up on attack rolls. Tell the dead.
Oh, but you're... Okay. Well, so you target his wisdom, which is probably a good move. Oh, he will fail. Becoming withered by your spell.
My macro is hiding.
Alright, so
26.
26 points of damage will put him to badly wounded. And pull threat. He is mad at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else?
As
Nasir
much
is
as I
struggling on.
As much as I greatly wish there was something to really help myself right now. Nah. I will just hope in Lord Hildar that I will not immediately die before this thing.
Alright, so this thing is struggling.
I
This
think
other
it's gonna
one.
gnaw on Nasira before it goes after you. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
No, he
Not according to that aggro
Yeah.
marker.
he got
Yeah.
mad when you pushed him into very wounded. So he is going to actually.
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 Yeah, he's going to leap into the air
Oh.
Oh no.
and land
Oh
on
no.
you guys.
And not
But
go for me.
You would get an oppie if you want to take it.
Oh, me?
Yeah. as he jumps
Toll
on
the
them.
dead. I have Warcaster. Toll the dead
Alright,
again.
Do another
Nice.
toll. Okay. So that would be a wisdom save again. I think
He needs to roll a
16
nat 20.
fails. So.
He needs to roll a nat 20.
Alright. So you would wither him further, but for those who he landed on, I do need a. I think it's Dex or Strength save. Your
I was
choice.
tempted to I was so tempted to do a touch, but I am failing so bad at doing the touch attacks. Dex for Dosha.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, no.
DC is 17.
I'm going to use the
He
information I got from
failed.
last session.
Okay.
So
So
here's my inspiration save. Yikes,
Oh,
so
no.
close yet so far.
yeah, it's gonna
Story point
fail.
from today?
You could if you want to use your story point to reroll.
I will.
Alright, so you use
Yay!
story point
My-
for the day.
My only story point.
So you would make it. Am I missing someone? Oh, that's
you have
all
to roll
four.
for Eldwin.
Oh,
Yes.
Eldwin.
You have to roll.
Sorry. Apologies. I find it. Save
I hope
this.
Dosha doesn't get knocked unconscious on his first adventure back with us.
Alright. So, yeah, Eldwin would dodge. So those who dodged will take half, which is going to be 17. Those
Oh,
who
I think
those who
Dosha
failed
is
take
on.
35.
Dosha's unconscious.
As he smashes down on him. 20
I'm happy
bludgeoning,
mascot.
15, yeah.
He's not even that untanky. He has more hit points than I do.
Alright, so
Well,
new
yeah,
round.
but he was like basically one-on-one-ing that guy for like a round.
Yeah, he took a full round of attacks from that guy
Yeah.
who just
So
and
I'll
that
just-
hurt him.
I'll just roll his death save. Alright, Nasira. So you're no longer covered because it jumped
What
on
is
I'm
that.
glad you're doing that. I don't want to feel responsible for that.
What's the yellow plus?
That means you used your story point for the day,
Oh, okay.
in case. just
So
I
I'll
remember.
stand up and I'll try and pummel this guy while he's threatening Dosha. I
Alright.
wouldn't want a mascot to be, yeah.
Mascot.
So you stand up like, Dosha, no! And you just kick him or whatever.
Well, also, this guy was like pinning me and I was really pissed off about it. But, you know, if I can save Dosha too, then, you know.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Nasir's not
Birds of one
exactly
stone.
that sentimental, but, you know.
Judo chop. Alright.
Oh, man.
So, no flank. Yeah, that's gonna miss. Think you hurt your hand on his carapace. Oh,
Ah!
that's gonna miss again. Oof.
All right, we're definitely going to use a flurry of blows.
Just like punching boulders back in your training days. Oh, that hit. And that is going to kill him because he had 2 hit
Good.
points.
Nice.
Oh, finally I rolled that little bit better on that Toll the Dead.
I'm going to go ahead and kick him again. Oh, wait, is he dead? Or is he
Well, I assume you're gonna just finish them off, but yeah, you can.
Yeah,
still
I would kick him again, so we would have 2 death saves, but yeah.
don't want to. Well, if you're flurry of blowings, do you want to maybe use one of those from Dosha?
You just
Oh,
kick
actually, that's a good
Dosha
point.
as he's down.
All right, yeah, instead of...
Kick him down while he's there.
Stupid
Yeah,
Dosha,
yeah.
get back up.
Oh, it's because
wrong
she can use
attack.
the hand of healing.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Just like the image.
Here's
Just
the
like
thing.
To be
smack
fair,
him.
Somebody
To be fair,
who is controlling Dosha did not mark him as unconscious. Otherwise, that might have occurred to me.
to be fair, it literally happened that round. Actually made a big deal of me saying he just went unconscious.
Alright, so she does a quick hand of healing for 8. And he comes back saying, thank you. Oh,
There is no guarantee that these are the only ones. Let us collect our lantern and that shield and continue. So she's going to go grab that lantern and then she's going to try and get the shield that we were pulling up before.
okay.
I guess Dosha would have exhaustion, hey?
Yes, he would have a level of exhaustion. Fortunately, there's nowhere to mark that on his NPC sheet.
That's all good. I'll mark it on his token for right now.
Yeah. Alright, so you grab the lantern.
And then I guess Eldwin and I will resume trying to pull the shield out.
Well, I'll say at this point you can just pull it up. because you don't have
Alright.
anything. So you pull up this mysterious shield.
All right, I'm gonna just like put it on my back or something, and then like Eldwin. That combat wasn't a full minute, so Eldwin probably still has his detect magic up, right?
Oh,
Yes.
concentration
Oh.
saves?
Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, hang on. Let's see if he has detect magic up.
I'm pretty sure he's Warcaster.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong token.
That's fine.
Here
You
we go.
rolled over 10. So
Well-
we'll see.
Well, it was the wrong. It was Nasira's.
Oh, that's fine. It's fine. He's good.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, do you guys need to explore further north, or are we done here?
Oh, this one is actually stabilized and unconscious. Because he
Oh, which-
made his
which one?
stabilization. So I don't
This
know
one?
if you want to kill him or not. It's up to you.
If Nasira saw that he
Tolvanen.
looked
Tolvanen.
dead when she was over there, then yeah, like she's gonna like kick him repeatedly.
Alright,
I have a
First of all-
mechanics question.
sure.
Alright, so do I need a free hand to reload this hand crossbow? Or can I use a shield?
I think. Well, I think with your crossbow expert is one of the things that you don't need a free hand to reload. Because usually, yes, you need a free hand, but I thought your crossbow expert took that away.
Yeah, because it ignores
just-
the loading
Yeah,
quality.
so somehow you're just reloading. Maybe like your.
I think the idea is like he's good enough to do it even with other stuff in his
Yeah,
hands.
so you can just quickly like snap the bolt in place or something.
Alright,
He's good at like holding a dagger between like two fingers while he's doing the rest.
Right. Okay.
So
I put my dagger away.
Dosha is going to start collecting essence off this guy. Unless anyone tells him not to.
I don't think anyone's telling him
He
not to.
says, could use some more healing, but we don't have time.
I was actually just editing notes, but I did want to do some healing. Dosha, I can do a quick. Let's see, what can I do on him? I have.
Do not go too far ahead in case there are more of those creatures. Wait for Anvir to complete his reparations of the dog.
Like, what? He's already opening everything.
Dare you insult Dosha like that?
I thought the dogs were, beloved by you humans
Says,
and
I am,
elves, right?
I am not a dog. He says, I am what is he?
J9.
No.
If I remember correctly, I read in a book once that hyenas are neither actually, hyena breeds are neither dogs or cats.
But-
They're their own unique feature.
Are they wolves or?
They're
well,
their own thing apparently.
yeah,
So they all fall under the
coyotes are,
canine family.
They're,
Well,
yeah,
hyenas.
I think
Well,
they're
I-
canines, but they're not technically like.
Nasira's been traveling with Dosha long enough. I feel like this wouldn't be like a new conversation now, but like, yeah, she's dispassionate. She probably is a little bit brusque sometimes, but she definitely like,
Well, they'll kind of like as he keeps collecting the essence. Seems like he's
I mean,
like
she
being
did bring
called
him.
a dog.
She did bring him back, but
Yeah. Alright, so while he's doing that, you all are heading north to. And
I rolled.
is someone
Oh,
taking
shit.
the greater Boule essence?
oh yeah,
Yeah. I healed Dosha for an additional 11. I horribly on.
Okay.
oh.
Well, actually, if we're spending, I'll do that anyway. But if we're gonna have to spend at least 3 or so minutes collecting essence, correct?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing that now.
So
Well,
why
depends on how
don't
many of us are.
why don't I start doing a prayer of healing?
Wait a second. Anvir, let us check out these chests of yours while Eldwin still has his magic
But what
eye.
if they're trapped, or like something nasty comes out, or
That's what I'm
something else shows
saying.
up?
Eldwin has his magic eyes. If you do your
Okay.
cast scene, then he will no longer have it. Well, okay, unless you want him to re-up it, we could do that. Let's do
No.
that. All right, do your thing. Eldwin
Why
will
don't you?
re-up magic
You
eyes.
start recasting your eyes now, and I'll do my prayer of healing.
Touche.
As
And
they're
then
all
say,
arguing,
"Albus, Anvir and Eldwin figure it out. Yeah. Okay.
as they're arguing, Robert just
Anvir.
sighs and
Robert,
comes
like,
over.
Robert, no, Robert, no.
So you walk over towards the chests.
And we hear a boom.
There's a weird kind of smell over here. You would see the torch bracket, but it's not lit.
Is it Boulay dung?
Probably at least some around here.
Anveer,
So yeah, the chests
are you
are
walking?
kind of
I
rotted.
don't want to be too far away from Robin if
Um,
he gets in shit.
You feel like, or you think they may have been like pushed around, maybe by the boulays, because there's some like weird, like marks on the ground. Maybe they were moved around recently. But yeah, what do you want to do? Doesn't look like they're locked.
It does look like they're locked, or it doesn't?
Does not. They don't have any locks on them.
Just flip it open. Well, everyone's arguing over there about, oh, we should do
Alright.
this and do that. And
So yeah, Robert's like, let's just go. So you flip them open. It looks like the bottom has been broken out of them, and you see several very large eggs that they're kind of covering.
oh, hey guys, I found some eggs. Are
This
these
looks
similar
like it
to
might
the?
be a nest.
Do these look similar to the ones we found in the Shrine of Bahamut?
No, you don't
Was it
think
the
these
Shrine
are
of Bahamut?
dragon eggs. You would guess these are the eggs of the creatures you just killed.
Oh damn!
Guys, maybe we can have Pet Boulay. I'm sorry. Now, Nasira has no interest in these creatures. All of my druid characters would be like so into this, but
And with that, why don't we do a break? Because I just realized we've been going for a while. So let's do a 10-minute.
who
Alright,
has
BRB.
animal- Who has animal handling?
Tosha?
Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna have some Boulay bibes.
Tosha actually has some pretty handy skills. We're just yeah.
The question is, 3 is an odd number in more ways than one. Like it's literally an odd number, but also it's kind of an odd number in like if we met 2, then it's like, oh, these are the parents guarding their eggs. But 3, it's like, are there more? I don't know.
It could be.
Are they
It could be like a.
polyamorous? Whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, speaking in purely animal terms, it could be a bull and 2 mates.
That's true. That very much so. Yeah.
Or this could be the
Ow.
3 mates.
Yeah. No. It's. I don't know.
3
how-
chests. Maybe there's a big papa around that's gonna be real pissed off that we just killed his 3 lady friends.
Oh yeah. Or we just killed the males and the mama is out there somewhere.
True, in some animal societies that
Yeah.
does happen. Weirdly enough, if I remember correctly, and this is an extremely random ass fact, in female cultures, they are the one that have the protruding genitalia.
Like certain like creatures or
In hyenas, females are the have a prominent appendage.
right. But like what are we talking about? Certain like animal species or like?
Oh, I just mean like in some species, and like in a certain animal species, like the woman is way more dominant. So,
Yeah.
like
I was curious, like what the examples were. Like
yeah. Oh god, yeah. There's tons of examples like that. I think
Nature is so fucking cool. There's so many cool
Yeah.
facts. Yeah.
like in like with birds, males are the ones that are usually the more colorful, attractive, doing all the work, singing, trying to attract mates. Where usually, yeah, that happens. That tends to, yeah, like because in most animal cultures, it ends up the women usually have the more, well, the females of the breeds usually have the more colorful and like that kind, the more vibrant patterns and stuff like that. But with birds, it's the opposite.
With not just birds, a lot of. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. But they
Birds, it's the most commonly, like it's
Yeah.
every bird.
well, they want to be able to like have a nest or a spot or somewhere and not like attract like predators.
Well, brightly neon colored.
Right. I mean, like, let's face it, women of, like, females of all species, including humans, don't want to attract predators. Anyway.
Now we're having a break. The feature I was talking about is the aimed thing. And I think we had this conversation before where you think it's 1 for 1, but it's 1 for +2.
What are we talking about?
Your monk feature that adds to your attack rolls.
I know that I have it, but I always feel like key are in such short supply and that it's an expensive feature, and
That's
why
fair.
I never try to use it. But let's I'll find it.
You'll like new monks. You'll like the new monks because now you don't have to use Dash of the Wind stuff. Like your bonus action stuff doesn't require a key point unless you want to make it even better.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They also stopped linking the bonus action punches to your action, so it's just you can bonus action punches now.
Here it is. I think it's focused aim. I think this is it. Yeah.
Focused
So-
aim, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, here it is. Okay. So
You can do up to 3 as well, which is fun.
Okay, so I can spend 1, 2, or 3 points, and then each point it adds 2, and that's what I said earlier. I would have had to use 2 because I needed 3 more points for that hit.
No,
No,
but
you
you
were
were
only
flanking,
2
so you
off.
only needed 1.
I only needed
Alright.
what?
You only needed 1 because you were flanking, and you were only off by 1.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Oh, yeah. Apologies. I thought that I needed more even with the flank.
And you
but
could have used it. And you could have used it before when you rolled the 16s and the 17.
That's fine. That's fine. It all worked out. These guys did not end up being as dangerous as they felt. And honestly, guys, we might not be done down here. These might be the
Sure.
cursor, but
The only reason I bring it up is because I know how fucking annoying it is to go like several bad encounters where all your attack rolls miss.
at least I'm not getting dominated. Like, you guys remember the last like 10 sessions?
Excuse me.
How many encounters we had with Mind Flayers where Nasira and LJ spent some or all or most of the encounter like just dominated?
It got to the point, yeah, until you got that dagger, and then like it was just like, yeah, magically,
Once there was
yeah,
yeah.
like you've got, like you know, you can't question it too much because
Nasira's
it's like,
still trying to gain the full trust of the dagger. Like, they've been chatting, but like the dagger is still being a little bit evasive because it doesn't quite trust her yet. So she's definitely like trying to be like all like cater to the dagger and stuff. That's why she didn't
Alright.
kill them.
You,
That's
you
why
gotta have a firm hand and tell it what you want it to do.
No, I want it to like me, and it knows shit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe also I'm cursed. I'm charmed by this dagger. Basically, not. I don't know if charmed is the right word because obviously in D&D that has specific mechanics.
enamored.
I am enamored by this dagger. So Nasira is cursed, and Eldwin has figured this out. Eldwin.
So have I.
think Anvir knows too, but so far they haven't had a chance to do anything about it. They tried and they failed.
Because we keep running out of spell slots.
But like, yeah, so Nasira is very much enamored by this dagger. So before she had this dagger, like, she never carried a weapon. She has a staff, she has boomerang, she has things she'll pull out, but she never, like, in general is carrying a weapon around. Since she found
You
this
mind-
dagger, she has
Well,
not.
you had the you had the blind sight one, but that was more just because of the effect.
No, but I don't have to actually be holding it. So it's just like I just am attuned to it, but it's on my person. But
True,
I'm
you never wielded.
Yeah.
You carry weapons, you just don't wield.
But when
them.
I got this one, Lou said that
Sorry,
I
I'm pedantic about that shit.
Yeah, like when I got this one, Lou said that I suddenly, like, once I picked up the dagger, because the funny thing is when I picked it up, I think I was about to hand it off to someone. I like scooped it up to hand to someone, and then I was suddenly like, oh, I'm gonna hold on to this, because Lou said that I suddenly just really felt like not setting it down, and so that's why I assume it's always in her hand now.
I think you had to roll a save, and you failed.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
I think it was a charisma or something like that.
yeah, maybe I don't remember, but yeah.
Because I feel like no, it was wisdom, and we thought you were gonna have. Everyone thought you were gonna have proficiency in it because monk wisdom, duh. But for some goddamn reason, they don't get wisdom.
Right, yeah.
I remember that was always the biggest, like.
And it's
But
weird.
why?
Her
Strength
wisdom-
dex.
Yeah, I mean, her wisdom isn't bad, but it's not fantastic. It's 16, so yeah.
I
She's-
get it.
She's a dex build, so yeah.
You know, I reckon for fighter they should have made it your choice of strength or dex saving throw and then constitution. But then I get why they didn't do
Cool.
that.
How cool would it
I-
be if you pick your saving throws? Like, that would be really, like, if they made sense. Like, I understand not like giving you the choice of anything, but like if they made sense for your class, which I agree. Like, you know, for fighters, like having that choice between dex and strength, just like rogues and fighters, and there's several classes where like you can kind of go two ways. Well, maybe not rogues,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean, barbarians and fighters, and I don't know.
I get why they don't, because then it takes some individuality away. But like also,
Where's the roleplay fantasy of you monk, the character that used dex and intelligence? Also, you have strength saving, wisdom, dex and wisdom. Also, by the way, you have advantage in dex saving.
Well, we
I
always
get.
strength and dex is our saving throws. So yeah, you had it right there when you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, but I get it. It's meant to show that you're physically capable, but at the same time, just adding your proficiency to a stat that usually in that class will be flat, negative, or at max +1. Like, I had a monk that I had some pretty decent strength with, but that's because I was playing that character as a big beefy boy who liked having strong muscles, and also it was before Tasha's rules came out, and he had a +2 to strength.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of like an airhead
Yeah. But it was before Tasha's came out, before you could change your racial ability points. So, and he was a half orc, so he just came with a +2 strength as well. So he had a 16 in deck, because we did roll stats as well, I'm pretty sure, for that character. So he ended up with like a 16 in like wisdom, strength, and dexterity.
So
Then
you had a himbo.
he had like a plus. I think because we did rolled stats, so like he didn't have anything particularly low. I think his lowest stat was he had flat intelligence. I gave him a +1 to charisma just because I wanted him to be slightly intimidating more than anything else. I wanted to use it for intimidation rolls, really.
Honestly,
And
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
and then he had like a +2 or something to his con. I didn't really. Yeah, that's one thing that was bad that I carried over from my last DM is like we didn't have the most dangerous combats in the universe, so I didn't invest heavily in con.
Yeah. Well, con is good for anyone, literally anyone. Like if you're squishy, like con can save you, and if you're not squishy, con is still really important, you know. So.
Especially if
con
you're a
is good.
spellcaster, it's more useful than people like to give con credit for.
Oh yeah.
It's just
And
hard to put points into it.
I've taken resilient feat in con on several of my spellcasters because not only does it make them better at some survivability saves, but like also their concentration, you know? Like and Warcaster is really good too. And some people argue which is better, but there are a few there's a few characters I've had where I felt like I had a lot of situations where I needed better con. And then also like, hey, let's boost my concentration saves as well, you know?
If we ever get to a point where we get another feat, unlikely, because I think
Next
that's
level.
a very high. It's not. Is it next level?
For me, it is.
Depends if you're multi-classed, yeah.
For full classing, I'm full
But
classing.
for full class, I think it's
I think it's
2
like
more levels,
19.
right? No, I think it's 14, is it?
Well, that's next level. We just got one at 12. 12 was the last one, so it'd be like 16 minimum.
Okay, maybe it's 16. Well, because fighters get them a bunch more, and so
Yeah.
Fighters get like they get like
them, every
8.
couple levels for a little while there, yeah.
I think they get like 8 total.
I mean, it would depend on your ability score increases.
Yeah.
Well, it's feat or
Yeah.
ability score increase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of classify that all as just like feat choice.
Yeah, same.
Actually,
Yeah.
in the new rules, ability score increase is just a feat.
Yeah.
But if you only took like 1 or 2 levels in something, I think you need 4 levels technically to get the feat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a full-fledged fighter, so I should be getting on next level.
Yeah, so you would
Yeah.
just get them. Yeah.
I actually really enjoy multi-classing. Like I heard that the new rules are maybe making that a little less lucrative or a little less powerful or what have you, which is fine. I'm fine. I haven't read them. I haven't played them. I haven't looked into them too much yet, and I'm fine with trying them out. And I'm sure they have their reasons for whatever choices they made. But honestly, I enjoy multi-classing a lot because I feel like you can make really unique characters that, feel less generic. They feel less like you've seen it before. Even if it's something people have done before, like, I don't know. I've done some of my favorite characters have been multi-classed. And a lot of times it's just like a dip, 1 or 2 levels in something. it gives them some extra skills in a way that kind of just complements how you play that character. And I don't know, like
Is
my
everyone
Moon
back?
Druid. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm back.
Alright.
I never looked.
Robert?
What's up?
Yep, everyone's here. Flick typed in the chat.
So, yeah, what are you gonna do? You found these eggs here. Oh, and who took the Boule essence? Just so we make sure someone has it.
I imagine Dosha was collecting it. Have we finished collecting it? We were spending time.
All right. Well, he collected it. And
Yeah, and then I guess it would probably just. Yeah, I guess bag for now.
All
all
right.
right. So just make sure it's put in the bag of holding. Whoever's carrying that.
Put it in the. Oh, what was the amount? Did you put it in chat?
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
chat.
there it is. 30 Maho. Okay. Only 30 Maho from the 3? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no one has nature, so you can't get extra.
Okay.
But it's CR10.
What about alchemy? Because I guess because Eldwin and Nasira both have alchemy, so I guess they could have done it.
Well, you need alchemy to change it to stuff, but alchemy doesn't give you a bonus.
Do we know what the
Okay,
CR
I wasn't
is?
sure.
What's the CR?
10. It says 10.
It's 10.
Oh, 10.
yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was in the other screen when I asked that. I should have gone back and looked.
What about
That's
the greater boule eggs, which are about 40 pounds each?
Well, right now,
Jesus
I think only
Christ.
one person has seen them, Robert.
Yeah.
I think.
I said I found some eggs.
Right, but
Oh, yeah.
like Eldwin is casting and Nasira is like
Alright.
worried about spreading out too much.
So
Hey,
the-
just there.
10 minutes would pass if you were casting something.
And Anver, you were casting too, right?
Yeah, but everyone needs to gather up for that.
Well, you ran off. That's why I followed.
True. Actually, what is the range of this? 30 feet. So yeah, it's because
Robert.
Robert started. Yeah, Robert
If
started
you-
running off, so I was just like, okay, I'm going with
Alright,
him.
Yeah.
so are you
To
gonna
benefit.
group back up, Robert, if he calls you over?
Sure.
Alright, so go ahead and cast
Oh,
your
I can
spell.
move my
I
character. Oh
just
my
picture
god.
Robert being all antsy, like, make me stay, like.
Yes, if I have to.
I like how he just came barely within range. I love it.
Alright, so you would each gain 11 healing. Remember for your
Nice, thank you.
alt characters as well. Excuse me.
All right, Eldwin, let me find you. Plus 11.
I can't wait to use the new version of this spell. It's real fun.
And Eldwin is like wounded, but just barely. So I guess I forgot to mark that. And as is Nasir. No, Nasir is back to full now with that heal.
She's over full.
I accidentally, the 11 put her 1 over. I just changed it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll
Dosha
just need you to.
is still not feeling great.
Wouldn't he be at? He'd be higher than that now. Wouldn't he go up to?
He's not above half, but
Here.
He's not above half. Yeah.
Dosha here.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
He has a healing potion on him. I guess he could.
Does he? Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna give him a healing potion, but
He has
Yes,
2
he-
on him, just basic ones.
I mean, healing potions, like
This
you
as
know,
well.
are used, and we never have them. So if we have spells, like
If we are done here, I'd rather save my potions. Unless
Let
we
us
think we will fight
invest-
something else.
these chests of Anvirs, and then we can leave, which I will be grateful for.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you would see Robert kind of looking over these very large eggs. You would guess are
there-
probably from those boule.
Are there magical?
Should we
orbs?
just?
No, they're just eggs.
Should we just crush the eggs? I'd hate for them to hatch and just have Boule running around.
Like,
These
wait.
could be very valuable.
Yeah,
now.
if you find the right buyer.
Also, Eldwin
Yeah, but-
says it's strange to see eggs from magically altered creatures. Usually they are unable to reproduce.
I think
Was
that
that
these
ultimately?
the most valuable should we find the right people to train them.
Where would we put them though? They won't. they wouldn't fit. How big are they? Like,
They're 40 pounds
dimensionally.
each. They're 40 pounds.
yeah, but
Um,
like dimensionally, how big are they?
We
I
could
mean,
each.
They're
Several of us-
probably like a size of a small humanoid.
Jesus, like
It's
a baby.
It's a very, very
Well,
big
bigger than a
backpack.
baby.
Yeah.
Bigger than a baby, Jesus.
Bag
It's like the
size
of a
or-
halfling.
It's a very
Bag
big
size?
backpack. Yeah.
You could. I mean, could you put a halfling in a bag? Probably.
Well, it
Yeah,
says.
probably.
Well, I meant like the bag of holding because it's like 4x5. It's the
Uh,
size it
it's
needs
got a
to
lot
be.
of stuff
Yeah,
in
you
there.
could probably put it in the bag of holding. You just got to be careful of the weight.
Yeah.
Remember, they will break if they go over a
True.
certain amount.
Wait, let me look here.
Well, before we take these, do you guys have any contacts that would probably be willing to buy these?
Yes, actually, and we have to go visit them shortly.
Ah, perfect! Why are we debating?
Bag
Someone
of
grab
holding.
it.
Guys, the bag of
Whether-
holding. Guys, the bag of holding is at 476 pounds. Holy shit!
Oh,
my
God!
God.
Well, we were saying we were going to offload a bunch
Alright,
of stuff
alright.
with LJ.
All right, if we take these eggs, which I think we should, each of them should go to a different person, and we just carry them. People who
I
still
agree.
have the carrying capacity.
I
Because
think
we're-
we forgot to. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying I think we forgot to actually unload some of the stuff from the bag when
Yeah,
LJ
yeah,
was like,
you
give us some of the stuff.
Also, there's okay. Silver bars are 140 pounds of that. So yeah, we need to dump stuff at our ship.
140 pounds of
No,
silver.
stop telling Roberts what is in the bag. He needs to know what's in there to be able to get it.
Robert hasn't seen that yet, but he will be very excited when he does.
Yeah, Robert has his doubloon. He's happy. I'll open this other chest.
All right. There's just nothing in it.
Okay. and
I
the
think
last
each one has an egg in it, or something like that.
Well, the 3 eggs are over here. The other one
Okay.
is just empty. Looks like these are just
And this-
old from whenever. They may have been looted already.
Okay, let's just leave and
Wait,
never
so
come here
did-
again.
Did we open one chest or all 3 chests?
Yeah, what
All
about this
three.
last one?
All 3 of them.
All right, so they're just
Okay.
empty. We found some eggs. All right, guys.
Yeah,
let's
they're
take
like
these eggs.
debris that the boule used to make a nest, basically like cover
Nice,
up their
nice,
eggs.
nice. All right, let's have different people take these eggs. I think these are valuable. Let's take them back with us, but let's get out of here. I'm ready to go back.
Okay,
Robert
let's
will
just
take an egg.
carry them.
Alright, so just
Yeah.
make sure you record the egg in 40 pounds.
I
of
will
weight
take one.
if you're taking one.
Yeah, Robert's taking one.
All right,
Okay.
I can take
Dosha's
the last
taking one.
there you go. Let's go. Let's go.
Maybe should take one.
He's the most physically capable of all of us. Oh, he's got actually, he's exhausted. I'll carry it as quickly as I can. Or unless Nasira wants to take it.
Yeah,
I got
and if we
one.
can't find a buyer,
Oh.
we can make a great omelet.
It's true.
I would be interested in finding a animal
So-
handler
You just
allow- to hatch and train them for us.
I think
So-
we're leaving, yeah. But I think we're just
Yeah, you
turning.
can-
Going back home.
you can delete
We are
your
not
tokens
going
then.
through these water tunnels. Fuck that.
I agree. Fuck that.
I'm sorry, Nasira came back here with y'all because you guys wanted to explore this. But like going through like unknown expanses of water no.
Like, we're doing this for Flick, guys. Cats don't like water, right, Flick? Right?
It was
Right?
if we solve tests, that's incentive. But like, waterways, no.
Don't make me your excuse for not going in there, okay?
What? I would
Be
never
honest.
do such a thing.
Flick is very, very curious of all this.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the portal, and we're gonna go back to Gaian, and then we're gonna
Alright.
close the portal and keep
Did-
the op that controls it.
Before we fully leave, did we want me to use the earthquakes? I've been itching to use it.
Wait. I thought you guys wanted to do something with the mirror.
Sure. Let's do it.
Wait,
Wait,
no, that's
you-
true. The mirror. The mirror.
Guys, it's the next day. Let's go to the mirror. Do we have another question?
Oh, you can delete your tokens, like I said,
Oh.
since you're pretty close to the exit. But you do want to go to the mirror because it's right south of here.
Oh. Well, okay. I would really, really love for us to move this mirror if we're going to destroy this place. It
No,
would be
we figured out we'd have to take the entire altar.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean it's
And how much
doable,
per
but you'd have to
edge?
probably use magic or a bunch of people. So at this
Yeah,
point,
so
it
I
wouldn't
won't
be
earthquake
movable.
it until we figure out. Until we
Okay.
figure out what we want to do with it, I won't earthquake this place. So let's just start heading back to Ember.
All right,
And we
let's
can
go.
introduce Robert and Flick to our friends.
And
So
to
we-
our
and
sheriff
our
and to Ember, yeah.
Wait, so we didn't want to use the mirror today.
Do we have any questions we want
guys,
answered?
Does anyone have a question for the mirror today?
Well, it's
before we
not a
go?
question. Remember, you think about something and you get information about it.
A thought for the mirror.
Ooh, so do we have to like? I have a thought.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead, Andrea. Use the mirror today.
I have to remember names. Bad guy, burnt home candle. Takana Reeve.
Mhm.
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves.
No, Takana.
Yes. He's the bane of our existence. That Keanu
Why don't you
Reeves.
just
I
write
want
your
to-
shit?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Whoa.
Yeah. Actually, now that you say that, and I look at the portrait, he does have a kind of like older John Wicky vibe about him.
Mhm.
Alright, so you're
But
gonna
yeah,
try
I
to
was-
think of him.
Yes. This may backfire terribly.
Okay.
And what are you just thinking of him, or is there like? Do we think, Lou? Can we think a question or a specific information we're trying to kind of like direct towards, or is it just think of?
In case it
from
helps.
From what it said, it will present a scene from the target's past.
So we think of a living being, and then we get a scene of their.
Well, it
past.
doesn't even sound
Well,
like
you
it
can
needs to
think
be a
of-
living being. It
you can
just
think of
needs to be a
anything.
thing.
Yeah, and it'll show like basically
Ooh,
something.
we could think of your dagger.
Yeah, you can think of something, and it'll show you something about it, basically. So you wanted. So were you gonna think of what? What are you gonna think of?
Oh, I'm torn about the dagger or Tarkana now, but I think Tarkana would be the smart move.
Okay.
The what?
So
Bad fire boy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
let's see. What would show up?
I don't know if it'll affect the mirror, but I want to think about why he wants to find the girl. If it will help target it, I don't think it will.
So you think of this wizard who you encountered the one time, and there is a swirling for a moment, and afterwards, an image will come into view of an older figure, kind of as you remember him, almost exactly. Though he seems to be walking through almost like a wind-swept wasteland. Flying beside him looks like some kind of small phoenix. Looks like it's very young. It would land on his shoulder. And again, it's strange to see a phoenix being this small. But he walks through the wind for a bit, coming to what appears to be a stone building of some kind, the likes of which you probably haven't seen before. Very strange architecture. He would stand there for a moment, kind of looking up as if expecting something, at which point the door would open and another familiar figure would step out. He says, "Welcome, Tarkana. You're a bit early." He says, "Well, I wasn't sure when this was starting. Are the others here? He says, well, some of them, as you know, several, including the Shadow Lord, are still missing. He nods. He says, as expected. And what of the Red Wizard? He says, I believe in time. And as they both walk in, the image would kind of fade. And you would just see yourself again.
What's a Shadow Lord?
Yeah, so for those who have just joined us, well, okay, so Anvir has had this vision. Do the rest of us see this, or is it only?
Yeah, you would all see it in the mirror.
Confused to all of us.
Okay.
The mirror,
So-
basically shows it like a TV show, kind of.
For those who were not with us when we were in Candle, this strange child was rather unsettling in my opinion, but he seems to be a creature of some power, and he actually cautioned Tarkana when Tarkana looked to destroy us. He cautioned Tarkana that they have some sort of rules that they are not to interfere. It was very strange, but both of them seem to be of some great power that I'm not sure I fully understand.
Something about us being fancy people, like with free souls, called Zartian. I think it was. I think that's what we had heard. It's like some people with free souls.
Dosha says, you never told me of this. But
I thought we had.
it's just good to hear the story. He says, I was not sure what exactly happened at the city.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
so,
right. You were kind of with everyone else, keeping them safe. That's right.
We believe that Tarkana was seeking some persons that we have under our protection, and we have a way of keeping them very difficult to discover. And we when we encountered Tarkana, he very, very nearly destroyed us, but this child, who perhaps is not a true child, but has the looks
one
like
who,
a child. Yeah.
The one in the dark clothing.
Yes. Actually aided us a little bit. Not. I think he had much more power and could have aided us more, but he seems very neutral, but not.
So
Yeah.
is he a
He-
friend or foe of this Tarkana?
As an associate,
read-
we don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
The read I got was associate, but disapproving of the actions, so wanted to equal the balance.
Yes, agreed.
How strange. Well,
He seems to have rules and doesn't like those being broken.
why would he... So, do we know what he wants of us? Why he was trying to destroy the city and us?
He wants those that we protect, and who is asking this?
This
Who
is
is asking
Dosha.
Oh well,
He's
Dosha
after the
knows.
girls.
Dosha knows.
He's after
Dosha
the
knows.
Well,
girls.
Dosha didn't know about Tarkana, I don't think.
Oh
This is
well,
the
I
first
think
time.
he,
But he knows that
I
you
feel
are
like-
protecting the girls. So when you say that, he says, so the
Yeah.
three,
he wants
the
it us.
younglings that we have in our camp.
So for
Seems
Robert and
as a-
Flick, for Robert and
Yeah.
Flick, we have persons under our protection who have very special abilities that appear to be in high demand.
I was kind of doing this in character to kind of tell
Oh.
the story in game. That's
Oh,
part of
that
the
was
reason why.
That was
Dosha.
Nasira. That was Nasira telling them that. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, he'll say, so because these younglings know of a path, is this why he hunts them?
It is their abilities, I believe. Their ability to detect magic, to detect ley lines.
Hmm.
Can Eldon do the same thing? He detects magic all the time.
Detecting
What's the
magic and
difference?
detecting ley lines very different.
Well,
Magic's magic?
From what I have been told of them, there are strange magical ley lines that run through the deep. These ley lines affect the magics that flow through Gaian, Dosha says. It's similar to what
So-
many shaman and druids have told me, though none of them could actually see these ley lines.
So what are they, like invisible rivers of magic?
Yes.
I
Effectively.
believe so.
That is a very good metaphor, indeed.
That twist and wind all over everywhere.
So,
So we could be in one right now and not know it.
Well, my mentor who raised me or who taught me much, actually could sense them. He could not see them, but he could sense them. He had some degree of sense for them, and he studied them his entire life. And then I came out into the world for complete other reasons beyond this obsession of my adopted father's. And I met 3 women in short succession, all who could actually see this power, these ley lines. And I, at first, did not think that it was of much importance. I thought it was a strange obsession of my adopted father's, but I have come to learn that it is very real and that there are other powers out there who seek this knowledge. So we now protect these women who have the ability to detect these ley lines.
And we believe they might know of a path back to the surface.
And not
Dosha
only that,
says.
but there is apparently some indication that perhaps the surface might be habitable again, or beginning to be. It does not make sense that it should be for the...
Robert stops you right there. Like, what do you mean by habitable again?
Well, you see, this plane, this planet, this
Gaian.
this place that we live, Gaian, it has a cycle of destruction, and usually every approximately 2,000 years, it can vary, but the surface of the world burns, and we all retreat. All of us humanoids that can escape the fires retreat underground, and we live here in these caves for generations, for many hundreds of years, until the fires recede. But here's the thing: is at this
Well,
point,
generations for some of you. I'll live to see
of course, yes.
Well, you may, because if it is true that the surface is out, then it has happened early, from what I understand.
Well, this is the interesting thing. Those friends of ours who we have discovered that can sense these ley lines, they have been studying the ley line magic and the directions that they go and the things that they tell us. And apparently there is some indication that there are habitable spots on the surface hundreds of years before it was expected to be so. And this is perhaps why it is such valuable knowledge and why others seek these people that we protect. So yes, when we return to Ember and introduce you to the rest of our people, you will be privy to a great secret where we must conceal these women's locations and identities and protect them as best we can.
Robert puts both his hands and rubs his forehead. He's like, there's a lot to take in. Magic is so complicated.
Agree. Why can't everyone use their fists or their blades as we do?
Right? That's what
I
saying.
use neither.
Alright, so I'll say you get to basically back up to the surface. Well, not the surface, but like where the temple is. So we can go to the world map, but this might be a good place to end. Since we're basically, at the end here. So why don't we do MVP votes? I think I'm picking up your mic on here.
Hard. It's always so hard.
Yeah, that's probably me, sir. Just because my keyboard's how you going, I'll just shoot you mine over Discord.
Alright.
Because I can just shoot it over on my phone.
case you need the command. Alright, I got 3 votes. And Anvir. Alright. So, tie between Robert and Nasira. So I need D20 rolls.
Oh my gosh, why would you guys why would you guys vote for Nasira? All she did was punch and then, like half the time
That's
she couldn't
exactly
even
how I feel about Robert.
Half the time she
Like,
couldn't
I
even
just shoot things.
half the time she couldn't even get to the people she wanted to punch. Okay, alright, let's see.
Oh, alright. Robert, you are the
Very
MVP. Congrats.
Yay. Thank you, good
You
guy.
did
everyone.
big damage though, Robert. Thank you.
That's my whole shtick.
Yeah, we are going to have to
That's a
figure
good
out...
thing.
I mean, I would probably just let you do a full respec in case you want to do something different once we stop doing the sharpshooter thing. Or
Yeah,
you
once
could
we
stick
fully-
with the new sharpshooter, I guess.
I don't know what it does. I don't feel like looking it up right now, but I'll figure it out when we.
I can tell you exactly what it does off me. It's the range thing. It's
Okay.
it's the node, the 3/4 and half
Okay. Mhm.
range thing, and it gives you the no disadvantage on up close attacks.
So-
That is it.
It gives you a dex bonus
Oh.
of 1 as well. So
Oh,
Oh,
that
yeah, or-
sucks.
yeah,
Oh
that's
my
it.
god.
Yeah, so
you
all
got
things
long
power
range, you get
halves.
firing and melee, bypass cover.
Yeah.
So you don't actually need crossbow expert for firing melee anymore.
They don't
Did they
actually have
redo
crossbow
crossbow?
expert. I don't think it's in there anymore.
Do they not have that anymore? Alright.
It might be. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know. I think a good, I guess, balancing for sharpshooter would have been like, subtract your proficiency
Oh no, they do have
modifier and
crossbow
deal
expert.
double your proficiency
that makes
modifier
sense. I guess-
damage or something.
So crossbow
It's that-
expert ups your dex by 1, ignores loading. It also has firing and melee and gives you dual wielding.
And crossbows.
When you make the extra attack of the light, you can add your. So it would give you, dual wielding, which gives you your ability modifier for that crossbow in your offhand.
Well, you don't need a dual wield, right? Oh well, not in this, not in the 20.
Yeah,
What is it?
so it's
14?
definitely it's definitely not as good as your combo now, but it is a little bit less, ridiculous.
Yeah, if I have to respec, I'll have to go on.
I wouldn't use both because there's the
part-time
there's the crossover of like the crossbow, like basically like crossbow and close up combat, which is kind of wasted because you don't like really need it twice.
Yeah,
but-
hey, but it removes the loading though.
It does remove the loading, so you can just shoot your crossbow continuously. But at that point, like I don't know if you need sharpshooter. I guess you get the extra distance. But anyway, we can figure it out. So yeah, good game, everyone. I'm going to be taking notes, but otherwise, I think we are pretty much done.
I also don't have access to the new stuff.